I don't care if you've been gorilla grunting at the colonizers all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the Dro. Smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit on my left. Oldest ninja in the world, old ninja.
Eric Killmonger. Hashtag rooted in Oakland.
Oh, I'm a far right engineer on the ones that choose, choking people out on the streets of Los Chronos.
I know the way to Wakanda.
Last but not least, we got your boy Blue.
My bags are packed. I'm ready to go. Wakanda forever.
We got Stitch is out saving the streets, but he may call in. Perhaps. We'll see.
Maybe.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Who we got in the chat?
Yes, first in the chat will be Daniel and Gian. It means it's probably Gian. So, what's going on, man?
Uh-oh.
What up, fam?
And then listener of the week would be Mr. X and also MJ Hove. What's going on?
We like those bots. We love them. Much love. And Gian, we are not calling your ass on our review. You ain't stepping on our shit this time. But we appreciate you listening.
I wonder if Matt's gonna hit us up.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, no, he can't because he hasn't watched it yet.
That's right.
Okay.
Can't be out in public right now.
Yeah, so it's too bad. Old Ninja, you usually do the somber shit, pouring out some type of malt beverage. Is it going to be an African malt beverage this time? What is it going to be?
This one's not even like. This one's not sad to me, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
We're pouring out the liqueur of the Wakanda for Billy Graham, TV evangelist, and consul to numerous U.S. presidents over his time. There's a theater in San Francisco named after him.
Named after him.
Bill Graham. I was just there last weekend for an event.
Civic Auditorium, right?
Yeah, it's known as the Bill Graham Auditorium. So, yeah, he's been around. I guess the first president he advised was Harry S. Truman. And then ever since then.
That is an old fucker then.
Yeah, he's been around. He died at the age of 99.
Damn.
99.
Almost that centennial.
Yeah, so.
Centennial? Is that 100 right?
Yeah, he almost made it. He was getting close. You know he was 6'3"?
Holy shit.
Big dude.
Yeah, big ass dude.
How large were his feet? I mean, what shoe size was it?
I don't give a fuck.
All right, fuck him. He did. All right.
I tell you, he's dead.
We get into some of the fucking meat and potatoes, goddammit?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Coming to Wakanda, goddammit.
Everybody,
shit.
It's been on everyone's mouth, everyone's lips. Everyone's been checking their inner lip fucking all goddamn weekend, looking for the coding of the War Dogs. Black Panther, Marvel's Black Panther dropped. Unless you've been living under a rock, you already know this. You've probably seen it more than once.
Spoiler alert. We're going to spoil the shit out of this fucking movie. So if you haven't watched it yet, just stop listening for a while. If you're lucky, I will tell you in the audio where we stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
Right about now.
Yeah. But we got to go deep.
We got to go deep.
We got to go fucking deep.
Deep inside.
Let's go around the horn. Just initial impressions over.
Wait.
Go ahead.
We should preface, just a quick preface. This is not the first black superhero movie. For some of you, we've been saying this on the cast. This is also not the first all-black superhero movie, as some people have been erroneously saying. If there's a movie in the 90s from writer, director, actor Robert Townsend in Meteor Man, that was an all-black cast. He wrote and starred, and he was a superhero in that shit. So
People just want to feel special, man.
I guess, but I guess people forget that shit went down. Some people say Blank Man was up there. I mean,
very few people, in comparison, saw Meteor Man compared to even Blade or Spawn or this.
True, but some people even skip over Blade, and Blade was there first. Blade was the first one that Marvel realized that they could do movies right.
Would you say Shaft is a superhero?
I was going to say, everybody always forgets fucking Steel. Everyone forgets Steel.
Oh, yeah, everyone forgets Steel.
Yes, with Shaq?
Yeah, but I mean, still. I forgot Steel.
Shaft, I'm not gonna count him, even though he had a lot of badass skills. He was a private private eye. I think. I think he classifies as only a private eye.
Yeah.
So would I make James Bond just a spy? Like
spy,
yeah.
Spy.
I mean, shit. I forgot about Steel, just like I forgot about Shaq Fu.
Oh God.
Yeah. But let's just celebrate it for what it is. It's a great movie. We don't have to be. It's the first blah blah. It's just a fucking good movie. All right. I don't understand the need to like make it something that it's not. But it was a great fucking movie.
All right. Let's start it off. Actually, Blue, Why don't you give your initial impression of this movie? You saw it kind of fucking late.
I saw it on Monday. It was still part of the 3-day weekend.
Late.
Hey, the movie was fucking sold out, so it was hard to fucking find tickets. But
that shit wasn't sold out, bro.
Where I went.
You need to go to Newark, man.
That's where I went. I went to Newark.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't sold out, but I wasn't sitting in the fucking front row, like the very first fucking seat. So I gotta be in the back.
Some of them are like the small theaters. If you sit like in the third row back, it's actually not that back. So that's what we had to do.
The first row was the only row that was available.
Oh, okay.
But when I bought my tickets, like all the seats were available, so I got like premium prime rib seating for this fucking movie.
Yeah.
But this movie was fucking amazing. Like I thought it was gonna take place all over America, but I love that it just took place right. I mean, there's a scene where they go to Korea, but it mainly just stayed in Africa, which was amazing.
In Oakland.
Oh yeah, in Oakland. Yes, that's true. But yeah, overall, this movie was damn near perfect. It was so much fun. I love the technology, the action, the drama, the slight little love story in there, but it was really good. It was super fucking good.
All right, Cronus, what you got?
I loved it. I mean, there were some parts that I sort of didn't like, but they were like such little minute bullshit, things that it really didn't fucking matter. Honestly, I love the movie. I love the direction they went. They were missing some things, but there were things that I think that can be elaborated on later on in the movie because I didn't see any of his energy weapons. I was like, that's kind of weird. And there's other like little small like nerd fucking things, but other than that, I mean, the movie was fucking great. I really loved how they brought like social issues into the movie. That was fucking great. Now I'm seeing all these stupid motherfuckers that happen to be black and they're like talking shit about the movie that haven't watched it. And they're like, oh, well, y'all paying all this hype for this movie, but what about, the real Black Panthers? What about fucking Civil Rights movie? Blah, blah. I'm like, motherfucker, watch the movie. Watch the movie. Like, honestly, they do address some of these fucking things in the goddamn movie. The direction I really liked that they took in the movie was, obviously Wakanda is a very wealthy nation, but they're not really helping anybody out because they're isolationists. Yep. And what came up in the movie is, them saying, like, first of all, why didn't you help everybody? And second of all, why didn't you help black people specifically that are going through the struggle around the world? Like, why haven't you done that? And I thought, I was like, damn, that's a really good point. They had, in my opinion, the fucking best villain that the MCU has produced yet with Eric Killmonger. This villain, I think some people don't like the way that he acts. What's the guy's name? Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I like the way he acts, especially when he's angry. I think he's a decent actor. I think that the reason why people didn't like the way he acted in this one is because they didn't realize that he's basically playing the polar opposite of T'Challa. And I think if you don't recognize that, then, I mean, I guess watch some more movies. But that's the reason why he was speaking in those certain ways and doing certain things. He's like the opposite of T'Challa. And I thought that was really cool. Like, the way he came up in the struggle was fucking dope. The action scenes were dope. There was a lot of great things in this fucking movie. One of the best fucking death lines ever in a movie.
Oh, yeah. Best way to fucking go out. Yeah.
God damn. I was just like, honestly, this is one of the greatest movies in like real, especially superhero movies, in a long fucking time. We had some good. I mean, Wonder Woman came out, last year, and that fucking buried it for me. I mean, to be honest with you, that shit. I remember the movie, but this one was it was way better. The pacing was better. Yep. The message was better. Yeah, it was fucking great. What'd you think, man?
Actually, I'm gonna let Old Ninja get in here first, and then I'm gonna go.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. I had very few gripes as well, but there's like certain visual effects things where I felt were a little unfinished, but I mean it worked. There's a lot.
Meaning you've seen better CGI elsewhere?
Yeah, like it was mainly with. I had a huge issue with the main fight between Killmonger and Black Panther. It looked like it wasn't quite finished a little bit, and I had like my biggest gripe, I guess, was with Killmonger. I wanted to see from him was a little bit more of him carving his way back to Wakanda. I wanted to see more of that, to see more of his anger, rage, and hurt in that. I mean, yeah, we get it. We get that from him, but I wanted to see a little bit more because I think
more of his backstory.
Yeah, a little bit more because literally we see him as a kid and then we see him just kind of show up and he's all of a sudden he's a badass and everyone explains to us that he's done this, like he went to MIT and he did this and that. I think if he was like on a mission with Claw and just we see him on a murderous rampage cutting his way to Wakanda, I think it would have hit harder when he finally meets T'Challa.
Well, not to step on you, but I think Maybe you didn't get enough of it.
I didn't get enough.
But you definitely get a sense of his murderous rage at the plane scene.
Yeah, you do.
And at the scene in Korea when he's basically rescuing Claw. And even in the museum initially.
That scene was so fucking great.
I mean, you do get a sense of his murderous...
They really changed his character for this movie, though. Like, but we'll talk about that later, though. So, just go ahead on it.
That's pretty much it.
I
don't want to... I mean, most of the stuff I had was Blue and Cronus already talked about, so I don't want to repeat. Just want to go into some more meat and potatoes. What do you think, Prodigy?
I want Claw's mixtape. Right, goddamn. Right now. Give it to me, Marvel.
How come Golem got so yoked? Did he find his precious? I'm just saying, he got yoked as fuck for this movie.
He did. And you know, I had to think back, though. He was Golem like in 02, 01. Like, that was a while ago.
I mean, even though Golem was CGI, but he was actually not that big.
He's bigger now. He's bigger, thin. He's older. It's like 15 years, you know? But
Well, maybe he got yoked for Snoke.
He took that fucking Stallone diet.
Oh, damn.
HGH and steroids.
Dude, his character was so fucking hilarious.
Absolutely.
Claw.
I was kind of mad that he died, actually.
He did. And it's not his first MCU appearance either.
No.
So I thought he was going to survive longer.
I was actually super impressed by both Michonne. I'm just going to call her Michonne.
Well, that's not her name.
Okoye is her name in the movie, but I think I've known her as Michonne for so many goddamn years on The Walking Dead. And then Lupita as Nakia, which was much more subtle, but very impressive. And then last but not least, Shuri knocked it out of the fucking park. A lot of people had no idea who the fuck Shuri was, you know, unless you were hardcore and read, you know, the comics way back in the day or some of the collections or whatever. Shuri's fucking important in the MCU, and she would give fucking Tony a run for his goddamn money.
I think she's actually smarter than Tony.
Yeah, but I mean, you can
fuck yeah, dude.
She's younger, and she's doing stuff with not only military tech, but healing motherfuckers with the, you know,
fools that are going to be paralyzed.
Yeah, doing engineering with the train. I mean, Shuri fucking brought it.
Yeah.
And she was fun. So I enjoyed immensely this movie. I saw it fucking twice, and I almost never fucking do that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm going to get back to Killmonger for a sec, because I think that one of the reasons why I think he's the greatest villain is because he had the greatest actual motivation of any villain in the MCU so far. All the other villains, they have some really weird motivation that I didn't honestly believe in.
It's just all anarchy.
Yeah, but this guy, he had a fucking purpose. He had his mission, and he set upon it. And it was honestly, it was one of the first times in the MCU I was like, you know what? He wasn't actually that wrong.
Yeah. Well, not to step on your toes, but it made me, the difference between Killmonger and T'Challa, it made me think of Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. Like, Martin Luther King wanted to be for the people and stuff like that, but Malcolm X was down to get shit done. Like, he was down to fight, carry guns and shit like that, and that's what Killmonger reminded me of in that aspect.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people, I've been reading other reviews, and they were talking about the wedge or despairing between African Americans and actual Africans.
That was in there.
And how their angst or their kind of separation is there, and how they confront it from either side, especially with the whole, slavery, and then their distancing from family, things like that.
I like that they kind of tackled that. And I wish they would have got into look, nobody did well by getting a handout. And so I can understand the Wakandans not just giving every black person, what they have, because like I said, if you give somebody something, they don't learn shit, they don't, get anything really positive from that. But if you teach them how to do something, that's totally different. And we see that in Africa right now, from when people go over there and try to help them. You don't help them by just giving them shit. You have to building wells is a perfect example. You help them by teaching them how to build their own wells to get their own water. You don't just give them a fucking well and then give them a bunch of food and then give them this and that.
And what I loved about this, though, and it was a subtle message. Nakia was actually saying that shit. She was out there in the field and being like, "Hey, T'Challa, you should do some more humanitarian stuff for people outside of just Wakanda. The world is bigger than them." She didn't have a violent message with it and wasn't killing motherfuckers, but she was certainly saying that same thing and doing that same thing. She did spy shit, unlike fucking Agent Carter.
What the fuck? Agent Carter had a whole series about doing spy shit. I don't want to hear none of your
bullshit. She didn't do it in the movie, goddammit.
Well,
she didn't do it in that first Avengers.
With the lady you were talking about, like, she was like, yeah, we need to help out people all around the world. But then, like, the one dude who trained the rhinos, yeah, like, he wanted to just, like, keep technology where it is, keep it with Wakanda. But then he flipped the script once Killmonger got there, because he was like, all right, we about to fucking do this shit.
And the why was important. Wakabi turned as soon as two things happened. T'Challa disappointed his ass when he made a fucking promise like Oliver. And was like, I'm gonna bring Claw, don't you worry, I got this, fam. And then he was like, hey, he slipped through my fingers. And he was like, what the fuck? And then when Killmonger shows up, hey, I got a gift for you.
Yeah.
Here's Claw, the person who killed your family. He was like, oh, this is my boy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm following you to the end of the earth. Fuck everybody else. I can understand Wakabi in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he did some fucked up shit. I'm just saying.
Can we talk about M'Baku real quick?
Oh, yes, the gorilla grunting.
That dude was dope. Yeah. First of all, when he fucking came, I was glad I wasn't high when I watched this. Because when he came out with that fucking mask on, and he was like, whoo, like his mouth in the mouth. Yes. I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I was totally tripping the fuck out. I was like, damn, that was a really cool way that they, whoever created the mask in that, did the really, actually, all the costumes are fucking dope.
Yes.
Like, they're really good. But yeah, that in particular was great, and he was a hilarious character, especially at the end. Yes. When he basically didn't let the guy talk, Agent Ross. That shit was hilarious.
And some of that is straight from the comics in terms of how Wakandans, who have a kind of a superiority complex, to be honest, treat Ross in the comics.
You know what I mean? Ross is treated like shit.
It was pretty funny because like the guy had called Ross, what do you call him, a colonist?
Colonizer. Oh, colonizer. So don't scare me like that, colonizer.
That was sure, yeah.
Dude, the whole theater fucking roared laughing.
When he said that he said, if you say one more word, I'm gonna fucking eat you. Then he turned around like, I'm just playing, man. We're vegetarians.
That's fucking crazy.
That shit was
I like to say as a vegetarian as he's wearing animal skins.
Yeah, right.
I'm saying.
The cool thing was he was Ape Man in the comics, and who definitely has Wakandan lore and whatnot in the Black Panther comics for a long, long time. I didn't know how they were going to address that or handle that, you know, because they're not going to call somebody Ape Man. You know, there's just no fucking way in 2018 you're ever going to see that. But to call him by his name worked fucking perfectly.
Yes.
And just like how the Panthers were, or not the Panthers, the Wakandans worship Panther, Panther god. They have a gorilla. I didn't catch what the gorilla god's name was.
Oh no, I can't remember.
Shit.
They actually say his name too.
But I thought that was really cool because it's just like how with Thor we got introduced to, if you didn't know, you get introduced to Norse gods, and Black Panther get introduced to African gods, which I think was really cool way to go. Another reason why people that are like, oh fuck that, you ain't woke if you're watching that. Motherfucker, you get to learn about actual like real African lore in this movie. I understand it's a superhero movie, but you know, they address some shit.
Some touches.
Yeah, because like there's a part where T'Challa talks to his sister and he says, for the love of Bast.
Yes.
And then his mom says she prays to Bast. So I thought that was unique. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff with just African lore as well as African traditions that they got from multiple countries on the continent that they just put in together. Apparently, the language that they speak is an actual African language that is spoke by millions of people in multiple countries.
Wow!
So it was interesting.
It's not like a made-up Wakandan. Yeah, it's not a made-up Wakandan language. It's an actual language that is spoken in several countries.
What's kind of interesting about that scene where T'Challa and his family, they're talking to the gorilla guy. I can't remember his name, but
M'Baku.
Yeah, M'Baku. And he had mentioned how, like, you know, you're the first king of Wakanda to come to this land in, like, hundreds of years.
Centuries.
Yeah,
he said centuries.
It's interesting, like, even though, like, there's a community within this not this universe, but within this community that, you know, they still have, like, issues, like, where the king doesn't visit his people. Like, he's so busy, like, protecting his own area, which is... I thought that was pretty interesting story in the show, or in the week.
Well, yeah, because the Black Panther, he's like, he's a king, but he's also the protector. Yep. So it's like a really weird, like, system that they have. And eventually it becomes something other than that, because I think some people were complaining about it's a monarchy or whatever, but in the comics, eventually that does change, because they realize that you can't just have a king and then expect the king to do all this other shit and serve the country.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Even in this movie, which I think is going to be a fucking trilogy, especially with the success we've seen.
I want Killmonger to have his own spin-off.
Well, I mean, he has to come back to life or do a prequel.
Well, prequel, yeah. Kind of doing what Onita was talking about, how they go back into his backstory.
Well, Killmonger's been killed before, and he comes back.
Yeah.
So
another quick thing, but Killmonger in the comics 7 feet tall,
Yeah.
like Shaq size. And he does whoop the shit out of fucking T'Challa.
And he's got I think it's a leopard or some shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got locks.
Yeah.
It's not like a fade into locks, but he has locks. But hand-to-hand combat in a fair fight, usually he whoops T'Challa's ass.
Yeah, interesting. Going back to the lore. So if you watch Civil War, you see Black Panther fight, and you see him fight with like retarded agility, retarded like fucking skills and shit. And then they talk about that profusely in the film about this rare heart-shaped herb that's from the earth that gives him the power. And then in order for him to fight on the same level as anyone that challenges him, they strip that power from him with this like elixir. I thought that was great.
Yeah, so it's funny. In the comics, it's a little different. So when he picks up the mantle to become Black Panther, he has to actually fight to get that. And then every year, he has to do the same. He has to basically fight
Defend his title.
to defend his title. But just to get to to be the Black Panther, he has to basically fight a shitload of people. To be worthy of the heart-shaped herb and the mantle of the Black Panther. But I'm fine with the way they went with it because they had to obviously condense some things down because of the movie. And the way they killed his father kind of shortened things as well.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
I got one quick point. I don't want to nitpick too much, and this is not me shitting on a previous movie, but just look at the difference. I thought it was striking between in Ragnarok, Odin dies, and it felt like it was very hollow and kind of empty. You kind of have to remember the fact that he died, and it didn't really impact and change the entire world. Yeah, it was quick. It was quick and not very emotional. T'Challa's father's death, seemed to have much more impact. And even though we've only seen him basically in Civil War in this movie, it just was done better. It was well executed.
It wasn't. The reason why it carried more weight is because basically T'Challa had to carry the sins of his father.
Yeah.
And I thought, because everybody, almost every man that you meet today, or even as a boy, you kind of idolize your father. And then once you realize that they did some fucked up shit, you're just like, oh, fuck. You know?
Remember, Ragnarok tried and didn't execute as well with that shit, because that's the whole Hela thing. They tried to do that, and very similar things with, oh, my father's died, but he had some fucked up demons. Well, this did it better.
Oh,
that's
way
all
better.
I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, the tone of each movie is completely different. And fun fact, the actor that plays the younger T'Chaka is the son of the actor that plays the older T'Chaka. So they are father and son.
I did hear that.
I was like, holy shit.
On. Does T'Chaka have a glass eye? Was it just
glass? He had Forrest Whitaker's eye.
I think it was a glass eye.
Yeah,
because like when he would blink, it wouldn't go all the way down to like hard blink.
Well, when he like even looked left and right, it wasn't like fully going left and right.
He was looking at everything but the camera.
They fixed Forrest Whitaker's eye. I'm just saying.
They have the technology, man. They're making people walk after being shot in the back.
I'm just joking, y'all.
I think it's. I thought it was actually quite striking that they are a technologically advanced country, but yet they held on to these like ancient traditions, whereas the rite of passage of the Black Panther has to do through tribal combat. Versus, they have to use swords and spears, but yet they have fucking ray guns and fucking adamantium shields and cloaking devices and
vibranium shields.
Yeah, vibranium.
Dare you?
Well, it was kind of cool because they kind of touched on that too. Because when Killmonger takes over, when he beats the Black Panther, like he becomes the king, and like Michonne's character had to do I try to fight this dude off, or do I just do my loyal duty? Because her job is to protect Wakanda and protect the king. And so it was almost like she was in a bit of a stalemate, but she chose to do her duty and continue protecting Wakanda and serve the king.
Right up. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say right up until that motherfucker did not follow the traditions of Wakanda, and because T'Challa said, "I didn't yield, and I'm not dead." That's how you lose in the ritual combat, and Killmonger was like, fuck that, we're doing this, we rolling out, we taking over the world. And she was like, no, okay, you're disobeying the rules of the kingdom, I'm gonna turn on you.
So there's one thing that I didn't like they did, and it pertains to the Dora Milaje. And the reason why I didn't like it is because I think it's some social justice warrior bullshit.
Right.
So the Dora Milaje, not only are they the Black Panther's the king's protector, but they're also potential suitors for the Black Panther. And I think they left it out just for like some feminist bullshit. But that's the way it is in the comics. I don't have a problem with it. But they're all basically, he he can have his pick of anybody in the Dora Milaje to marry,
Yes.
and they can become queen.
Well,
So-
now that you say that, it kind of makes me think of the spy chick, because like there's a scene where she goes to put on an outfit and she's like, "No, I'm not a such and such."
Yeah.
So like, it kind of what you just said made me think of that scene, because like she has the ability to be a badass like Michonne in them, but she chose not to because she just doesn't want that life.
Yeah.
So maybe that's kind of reason why she doesn't want to do that role, because she don't want to be like a suitor for Kutada.
Well, but he also had like he still had feelings for someone else, and that we get that from the very beginning.
Oh no,
So-
that's what I'm talking about. Like
He's
the girl
talking
he
about-
had
Oh, you're
talking
talking. Okay, I thought you were talking about. Okay,
because she didn't want to put on the suit, but she put it on
did.
eventually, and she was badass in it.
Do you realize she went up against Killmonger without really being a warrior? And so did Shuri, who obviously is like just the brains and research, and I mean,
those fucking Panther fucking
and they have,
gauntlet thingies. That shit was fucking dope.
they have toys at Target. I'm gonna fucking get some. Cool as
For
shit.
yourself, not for the
Exactly.
kid.
yeah. So there's just a lot of themes and tones and stuff that was in here. Kevin Smith was talking about how what struck him was that if you're this little kid in Oakland and you see a spaceship flying in your hood, that would blow your fucking mind. You're in the hood and you see a spaceship, and then you see that there's like black people that are like you, that are grown, that are commanding this. That would change your life pretty much.
Oh hell yeah!
So he thought that was a poignant thing, and then he talked about his wife. She felt that like the female representation in the film was just phenomenal, because these women, which are, I have to say, are supporting characters, they almost eclipsed Black Panther in this movie.
In a lot of
because
ways.
they, in combat and in stature, because they were there just as much as he was, but they were holding it down, especially the casino scene.
They saved his fucking life. I mean,
several times.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
If Nakia did not do her spy shit and steal that last heart-shaped herb, there's no T'Challa.
Well, even
Yeah.
even in the beginning, when like he's stopping the guerrilla guys, the military dudes who are no, not those guys, the guys who were like kidnapping kids and making them fight with them and stuff like that. Like that scene where the Black Panther froze. Like if she wasn't there, he probably wouldn't have died because he had his armor on. But like she took out like 4 or 5 guards by herself.
She stopped him from killing or very seriously hurting a child.
Yes.
A child soldier. You know, so they subtly touched upon a problem in sub-Saharan Africa of child soldiers, too.
Yes, that's true.
I mean,
but kind of what Odin was talking about. So I had a conversation with the Sweetness, and she was talking about why Black Panther was better than Wonder Woman. And it's not just about the fucking like fighting and stuff like that, but like the way they symbolized women in Black Panther was more on a positive side. Like with Wonder Woman, it was pretty much just Wonder Woman, but she was kind of like naive about culture stuff, and like, you know, she needed like men to help her a little bit with doing, like, for her to get to where she needed to go to, she had men to guide her, to go with her. So
she was a fish out of water.
Yeah, basically. But with Black Panther, like Michonne was fucking badass. She's fucking fools up, kicking ass. You have Black Panther's sister, who's smart with technology. She's creating new equipment, helping out people. And then you have the spy chick who's out there helping people. Like helping people, like what I said earlier with the young kid. She like stopped Black Panther from hurting the kid and actually helped him get back to their tribe. So she said that Black Panther had a more positive role for females than Wonder Woman did.
And
if you look at that
motherfuckers
aspect.
still complain about representation in this movie. They wanted to say, oh, they missed a perfect opportunity to have a gay character in this. I'm like, God damn it. Can you fucking stop it? You can't shoehorn every single goddamn walk of life in a single fucking movie.
It's only
you
2
can't.
hours.
And surprise, bitch, if you know who Ayo is in the movie, she's fucking gay.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you
All right,
go.
they just don't talk about it because she's the fucking ancillary character. So
Can I give some props right now? My boy from the River Tribe came through shining. Money green suit, lip plate matching the money green suit, and was not a fucking joke. He
sure the
was
fuck
a
wasn't.
senior council member in Wakanda and was like, I think blah, 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 blah. You could hear him clear. I was like, every time you've ever seen somebody with a plate in their lip, they've been the butt of the fucking jokes and whatnot. This guy was a senior fucking leader in Wakandan society.
he looked like someone to be respected.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And wearing suits that fucking match his fucking lip plate.
He
That
did
was
both.
fucking wild to
So
me.
they all had their own ceremonial dress, but they
Yep.
all came out in fucking pimp suits and shit.
Yeah,
Slick
Sunday's
suits.
best.
Like, yeah, Sunday best, or was it the fucking Oscar fucking wardrobe or whatnot?
The waterfall scene alone, and I didn't catch it the first time I saw it, but just how that's not a natural waterfall, or the water. It is a natural waterfall, but the way the cliffs are, that's because of the Wakanda technology basically draining the water and shit.
Yeah.
Man. But when you see it, the scale of it with all the fucking tribes and colors and costumes and shit, that shit took my fucking breath away. Never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
Another thing some other reviewers were talking about was the dynamic between father and son. And you have the dynamic between T'Chaka,
Mufasa?
T'Chaka and his son. Now, T'Chaka dies in Civil War, but yet we get to see him in this astral plane or the place of the ancestors, and then Eric Killmonger, he goes to the same place. His dynamic, well, he does the same ritual.
He doesn't go to the same place though. They even talk about it in that same place.
Oh,
they're both exiled from going there.
That's true. But they both see their father. And their dynamic between their fathers are completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought the Eric Killmonger scene with his father was amazing because it showed that he was basically trapped in exile in the afterlife, which just blew my fucking mind. But I have a question for y'all though. Do you think that T'Challa, having done the whole ritual to become Black Panther and taking the herb and whatnot, and seeing his father, and obviously not seeing his uncle there, has a indication that his uncle his spirit is in Oakland?
Yeah, well, they actually talked about it. He said when they were in the apartment, he was like, we're not allowed to go to where everybody else is because he betrayed the Black Panther.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm saying, do you think T'Challa knew that when he did his final scene with the purchasing of the building in Oakland?
No, well, there's another thing too, though, is that when T'Challa went to the astral plane, I forget the actual name, but there's a name for it. But you were only seeing other Black Panthers. Like you weren't seeing. He didn't go through everybody.
That's true.
But this is something that this is one of the criticisms that I have in the movie. But it's okay because they're probably gonna have it in the next one because it's kind of more important in the next movie in Infinity War. Is that T'Challa is the king of the dead, and so he can go to that plane. There's a place called Necropolis that's in Wakanda that he's the king of, and he can actually visit the dead.
Yep.
So I think hopefully he brings that up in Infinity War. My fucking headphones are fucked.
Wait, quick question for you guys. So in Black Panther, when you're sitting in the movie theaters and they mentioned that, like the first opening scene, not the opening, it was the opening scene, and they said like, oh, Oakland, California, did everybody in your theater cheer?
Yeah.
People lost their goddamn mind.
Some people clapped in where I was, which was weird. But I was like, why is everybody clapping? It's just Oakland.
Just to see the Bay Area get represented.
Yeah. I mean, because none of us knew that it was going to be in the movie.
Yeah, because I guess in the comic, Killmonger, it was in New York or Harlem or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but the director of this film is from Oakland. Yeah,
Ryan Coogler.
So it was interesting to see that. So rooted in Oakland.
Can we touch a little bit on the clothes and costumes of the movie? Because like, holy shit, like the black. I guess I want to say not the dashiki, but like the outfit that Black Panther wear when he's like walking down into his sister's science lab, her fucking science lab that she put together. His outfit, the black one he was wearing, was dope as fuck. But then the white one he wore when he went to the astral plane,
yes,
that was dope as fuck. And then like Killmonger's, his fucking costume was fucking dope too. Like there were so many fucking cool outfits in this goddamn movie.
Yeah, so everything. I guess there's this one African girl on Twitter. She put up everything that was influenced in the movie from each tribe and which region of Africa it was from.
Nice.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. I mean, everything is from different parts of Africa that was influenced in the movie as far as wardrobe goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to wear a dashiki or some shit, but there were some dope-ass clothes that I would wear, and I tweeted about this earlier in the week, and I was just like, look, Marvel's missing a huge opportunity by not having a designer clothing line for Black Panther. I don't want some plebeian shit like a simple ass hoodie and a simple fucking t-shirt. I'm wearing a Black Panther t-shirt right now, but there was a fucking hoodie that he was wearing in the movie that was dope as fuck.
I know the all black one.
Yeah, I was like, dude, can I get that shit? I will pay a lot of money for that shit. I have a $200 sweater right now. Just a normal sweater.
Yeah,
I would definitely pay $200 for a fucking sweater like that.
I hear you. I want a lip plate
or more. I don't give a fuck.
Holy shit!
It was. I really like the scene where with Michonne, where the casino scene where she climbed out on top of the car and she's like wearing that badass red dress. And then, like, the scene where the car gets blown up and she's, like, flying in the air. But just her whole, like, I don't know, just the way her fighting style with the dress on was fucking just dope. Because It made me think of like you know how like with martial arts how they'll use like a jacket or something to kind of distract the person they're fighting against. Like she was able to do that same thing with her dress, which was fucking cool as hell.
And her wig.
Her wig.
I gotta
That
give
shit was so
credit.
funny.
I did not have a thing prior to this for Lupita. I just didn't. It wasn't anything.
Even as Maz?
No, it wasn't. It was just like I saw her as way too skinny. And then in this, I was like, oh, I see slim thickness. I like her in that green dress in Korea. Yeah. Oh, shit. You know?
Hey, wait, quick shout out to Michonne. Her name is Danaya Gurira.
Yeah, she pronounces it pretty interestingly. So
quick happy birthday to her. Her birthday was last week. It was February 14th, so she just turned 40. So happy birthday to her.
She's bad as fuck.
Damn, for 40. Dude. Holy shit, man.
I thought she was like in her 20s, to be honest. I did not know she was 40.
Yeah, she was really good in this movie. I think she was a great pick to be the general. And yeah, you can see like her loyalty being tested in the movie, and
I love that.
Still coming through, and just like, look, you fucking adhere to these goddamn traditions, goddamn it. All right, I thought that shit was really cool. We talked about Shuri for a second, and yeah, I really liked the choice for Shuri. She becomes really influential in Wakanda later on. You read the,
of course,
shit.
Yeah, everyone's talking about it now after the fact, but I no.
Well, they didn't read the comic. Most people didn't read the comics. So
yeah,
I would hope that people, after watching this movie, would go back and read the comics. If you want to know where to start, the Christopher Priest run was really good. He's actually the person who made the Dora Milaje. Yep. So, quick history lesson on Black Panther, real quick, is that Black Panther was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, and the main reason why is because Jack Kirby, he realized that he had literally 0 black characters. Yep. And so he wanted to make a new black character, and him and Stan Lee worked on it. It was supposed to be called Coal Tiger or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And they changed it into Black Panther before the actual Black Panther organization was created. And then Christopher Priest, who is a black writer, he's the one who kind of revamped Black Panther in the mid to late 90s with the Marvel Max. I think it was Marvel Max.
I thought Marvel Knights.
Marvel Knights, that's right. Marvel Knights run. And that's where I was first introduced to Agent Ross, and probably I think that's probably where he was introduced in general. The guy who sold his pants, or who might have sold his soul to the devil for some pants. Yep. So, really interesting run. But if you want to get into more like the more modern stuff, because to be honest with you, most comic books from the '90s are a little hard to read.
Yes.
I mean, that's not a criticism of Christopher Priest, it's a criticism of '90s comics in general.
It's a time. Yeah.
If you're an older guy, but if you want to see some of his newer stuff, read. What is it? Secret Wars. Yeah. Because you get to see how bad. Actually, we can probably go back before that to like the Illuminati, but Secret Wars is a really good one to start.
I'm going to jump in just before Secret Wars. So Reginald Hudlin, don't forget him. He did. I think he created. I'm on the spot, but I think he created Shuri. I want to say he did. He did the creation of Shuri, and he did the Who is the Black Panther, and you'll see that trade.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good one too.
That one was amazing. Right? Yeah.
They actually BET did a whole thing on that.
Yeah.
They did it was actually it was almost page for page.
An animated one, kind of like an animated.
Animatic.
Yeah. It was half cartoon, half like moving comic kind of thing, but still fun to read. That one it's good to read even now. You know
so
what I mean?
did we in the movie? Did they talk about Killmonger's mother? Was she Wakandan as well, or is just his father?
No, she was American.
She was from deep East Oakland.
Yeah, they talked about it.
Yeah, because I had an issue real quick. Well, not real quick, but at the end, where Killmonger gives his great. I mean, it's a great line before he dies, where he talks about bury me with my ancestors in the ocean, because they knew they had the sense to jump off the ship, and they knew that a life of bondage was not worth. Or I choose death over a life of bondage.
Yeah.
And that was given the option to live and basically be in jail or die and just die.
So I was like, well, your ancestors were Wakandan and they stayed in Wakanda. Yeah, so half of. So then I was like, okay. At first I was like, was both his parents from Wakanda? Because that was the case. They stayed in Wakanda.
I would have.
Well, except for his dad.
You could certainly see things from Killmonger's perspective.
Why keep calling him Killmonger?
Killmonger. I got a list. But damn, I mean, he took out some motherfuckers. His girl from the bank heist, he didn't give a single fuck about her.
And she was fine as fuck too.
You know why? Because Wakanda forever.
He killed Adora Milaje, you know, and basically like just slit her fucking throat.
And you know what she said before she died? Wakanda forever.
Yep. And then he was going to take out Shuri, despite how important she is to all of the weapons that he's coveting so badly.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm just gonna take her ass out. And that was fucking ridiculous.
Wakanda forever.
Goddamn.
Well, it's kind of crazy. They never really, because Stitch in the chat had mentioned, like, you know, where was his mom at? And I wonder, because I think after his...
Killmonger's mom?
Yeah, Killmonger's mom.
Killmonger.
And, like, I wonder where she was. Like, I wonder if she was, like, she died already, because they kind of mentioned how, like, you know, later on in life, he joined the military and stuff like that. But I don't remember if they mentioned, like, if he was, like, an orphan, or if he was, like, an orphanage and bounced around or something like that. But
I didn't catch that.
Yeah.
I didn't catch
I have to watch it again and see.
Mom.
We actually have a question from the chat. The chat's been lit tonight. I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah.
This is from Cake Man. Cake Man asks, what's your favorite Wakandan tech for the movie?
Tech? Ooh. Okay.
I'll take the vibranium suit. I mean, Jesus Christ. Especially
that's pretty dope.
Took the energy, and that's straight from the comics, by the way.
Yep. I'm gonna go with the the beads that actually.
The communication beads.
Yeah.
Fucking shit that makes cell phones look like bullshit.
Well, I was gonna say the beads that basically prevented a bullet in the spine.
Oh
from being lethal.
Well, that was part of like the same tech though. For his wrist and stuff.
Multi-purposes.
And the fucking sand and shit.
Yeah. Those communicators were dope. Sorry, go ahead.
For me, I'm gonna say that fucking device that Michonne threw onto the car so that Shuri could fucking control it from fucking Wakanda.
Other side of the globe.
Like she was all on the other side of the fucking globe controlling this fucking, and there was no lag time. Like she could see like everything that was around. Like that was fucking dope. And when the car fucking blew up, like her little simulation thing was just over, and that was fucking cool. And also when the guy also controlled, when Ross controlled the ship. That was fucking cool too. That technology was fucking dope as hell.
Damn. I'm gonna have to go with who is this? Gion, the stealth jet, because that was actually pretty. Because it ran in different modes. It had the stealth mode, but it could run silent as well. Like it could be right next to you, hovering, and you wouldn't know until it decloaked, which is fucking dope.
I can't wait to see Tony Stark and Shuri meet up. That's just gonna like in Shuri's lab or something. It's gonna be fucking hilarious. The jokes are gonna be great.
Probably. Yeah, that fucking ship is so much better than what Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. have. They barely learn how to cloak their shit.
God damn.
Damn, I lost my train of thought.
You know, one other thing that I wanted to see in the movie, but they didn't have, was his energy weapons. Like he used like 0 of them in the movie. I thought that was kind of weird.
Would you classify Shuri's Panther things as kind of them or no?
No, because he has daggers and spears and shit that are energy weapons that are like he uses them a lot.
Okay.
And he uses them at all in this movie, which I mean it's okay. I mean they already explained like the progression of tech, so I mean I kind of get it, but hopefully he uses them in the next one.
Yeah.
So because I mean they're pretty important, especially when he goes to like war. Because
I did like the vibranium shoes, which are definitely have been part of his.
Yeah, but then I was pissed though because like in the movie I was like listening and you could like hear him walking in the fucking suit. I was like, you motherfuckers, can you like not make it sound like? But you know what's funny is that if you go back and watch, was it Civil War?
Yeah.
That he was in.
Yeah.
Like you don't hear his footsteps.
Okay.
But for some reason this one you could. Like when he was walking, he has a suit on and he's walking up some steps and you could hear him like.
Gotta pay attention to detail.
Yeah, attention to details, y'all.
You know, one of my favorite lines that Shuri says is like, because Black Panther, he tells her like, oh, you know, everything's working. Like, why do you need to improve on it? And she's all, just because it's working properly doesn't mean it can't be improved on. I'm like,
love that.
That's the sign of a fucking like intelligent person. Just because it's not broken, you can definitely make shit better.
Hell, fucking yes. True
Yeah.
engineer.
Them fucking rhinos though.
Yeah.
I was like, yo. Damn, I thought they were just pets, and then all of a sudden they have fucking armor and shit. I was like, damn.
Vibranium armor.
Yep.
Which is fucked up.
Yeah, but Michonne was like, please, motherfucker.
Dude, that scene, like, I actually forgot that she was dating the guy that trained the rhinos.
Yeah.
So when she, like, stabbed the thing and told him to stop, I was like, damn, Michonne's bad as fuck. And then I was like, oh, yeah, that's right, she's dating dude.
Yeah.
Well, they're married, and they shouldn't be married. But that's the thing. Because Dora Milaje shouldn't have a relationship with somebody else, but...
Definite change, and I noticed that too.
Yeah.
But and especially the leader of the Dora Milaje.
Yeah, straight up general, like, come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, liberties have been taken. In all of these MCU movies, liberties have been taken. Someone was talking about the connective tissue between this and the rest of the MCU. What do you think connected this the most to the rest of the MCU?
So, I love the fact that this picked up right where Civil War left off.
Yeah,
that was
a week later.
Yeah,
1 week later.
That was great, but I gotta give some shade to Marvel because we had 3 movies in 2017 and already 1 in 2018. That's 4 straight movies. There's been no Infinity Gems. There's been no cameos or appearances of Thanos whatsoever. I know Infinity War is coming, but we all thought, I think if you rewind the tape, either Guardians or Ragnarok or this one was going to have some Thanos or some Infinity Gems. We all predicted this. We have no setup for Infinity War.
I'm fairly certain the Soul Gem is in Wakanda.
Yeah, a lot of people assume. I mean, it'll probably start with that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only reason why Thanos would come to Wakanda.
I hear you.
He's probably going to send the Black Order there to get it.
Yep.
But we've seen nothing. Nothing to indicate it.
I mean,
it's
a minor annoyance.
I know, I guess, because I was going to say in the trailer for Infinity War, there's a scene where they're all kind of running, where it's like Steve Rogers, there's the Hulk, and all of them running. And I kind of got the impression it was maybe Wakanda, but...
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it doesn't... It's hard to tell right now just because since the Hulk is there... Wait, is actually the Hulk in that?
Yeah, he's in... Yeah,
okay,
It's like... There's a lot of them there because it's Hulk, Black Widow, War Machine,
Witch,
Bucky, Black Panther...
Everybody.
Almost everybody. The only one that's not there is
Tony.
Is Tony, pretty much. And there's a scene with the Hulkbuster armor. He may show up. I can't tell if that's in Wakanda or not. Where you see the Hulkbuster armor and there's a city behind it.
I'm just saying they have a lot to do to set up Infinity War.
Yeah.
We don't know Thanos really in the MCU. I know everybody is ignoring that. It's like, oh, they'll figure it out. And I trust Marvel. I do. But they got a lot to set up. And it's a 2-parter, right? Infinity War?
It will be a 2-parter. So the second part will be like but we're gonna have other MCU movies before the next part comes out.
That's true.
Because we'll see Ant-Man this year, which will be after Infinity War.
Oh, that's
so that's in July.
That's a trip.
And Infinity War is in May.
That's a couple months later. That's weird. Okay.
And then we'll probably see Captain Marvel before we see the next Infinity movie.
Yeah.
You know what's kind of dope? The last battle scene where like they're fighting within Wakanda, and the people who are like their cloaks or whatever was like fucking shields, and they were like using that shit to like to round up the kings. I can't remember what they're called. The ladies that are the guardians of the king. Yeah, just that scene right there was pretty fucking dope. But then once the gorilla tribe showed up and started wrecking shit, man, that fight scene was probably the best fight scene in Marvel history, in my opinion.
I love that one.
There's another question from the chat.
Wait. I have to restart I gotta restart the stream. So we'll answer your question in 1 second. We'll be right fucking.
Wait, like
bit, yeah.
This is our kingdom, and
James Earl Jones.
Yeah, and they were like kind of explaining like how Wakanda got the meteor. They talked about how the meteor crashed onto the Earth, and just that scene right there, I was like, oh, I was even telling the sweetness. I was like, oh shit, this is the live action trailer for Lion King, and the fucking movie started. I was like, yeah, it's not.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
What's this theater troll thing that we have here? Who experienced theater trolls?
Well, it's not the experience of it. It's just in the news that people are claiming that they've been attacked while watching the movie, which turned out to be fake and bullshit, and people messing with makeup and shit.
Yeah, because they did that shit too for like there was like a rally for Trump, and some woman said that, or there was a picture going around, and a woman apparently was attacked by people that hated Trump, but it turned out that the woman was like some actress who was auditioning for, or she was going to be in like some zombie movie, so it was all special effects, so it was some fucking bullshit.
There you go. Did it restart?
Yeah, restarted.
Okay.
What was that
question?
What I was gonna say, speaking of the trolls, real quick, like I was at AMC theater, and there was a group of black folks who were in the theater that didn't buy movie tickets.
Yeah, they snuck in.
They snuck in. And like the person whose seats they belonged to came in. It's like, oh hey, these are my seats. They're like showing it off, and you can tell like these people did not pay for the tickets because they went to the very fucking front. Like they didn't. Yeah, they kept jumping around. So it was really funny. And it was funny because it was like a couple. It was like a guy and a girl. I was like, come on, bro, come on, man. You can't split $40 for tickets because movie tickets are fucking expensive.
Fucking please, bro. Somebody was asking about the after credit scenes. What do we think?
I stayed after all of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the first one was
the one where they announced
the UN.
Yeah, the UN.
Okay, yeah, I mean, they're gonna show a whole bunch more tech because the guy from I think it was like Italy or France or some shit. Like they don't have tech like Wakanda has.
Yeah.
And then the last one was almost kind of like a throwaway one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The last one was with Bucky.
Yeah.
Okay, no,
Bucky.
that one actually was really significant because they call him the White Tiger, right?
Yeah.
White Wolf.
White Wolf. Okay, so the White Wolf is actually significant in Black Panther like ethos or whatever the fuck you want to call it, because the actual White Wolf is T'Challa's adopted brother, and he actually is kind of like he leads the. I think it's the Hatut Zaraze. I might be saying the fucking name wrong.
War Dogs.
Yeah, and he's a really prominent character.
Yep.
In the books. So
because I was expecting Bucky to take over the Captain America mantle.
He still could.
So if he takes,
no, I don't think he will.
But in the comics, he does, right?
Yeah, he does for a little
As
bit.
U.S. agent, maybe, but yeah.
No, he's capped. He's capped for a little bit.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was capped for a little bit when Steve Rogers was supposed to be dead, and so did Falcon.
And also, what's the name? The chick from Luke Cage. Not Luke Cage.
Misty Knight.
Yeah, Misty Knight, because she becomes captain for. Or no, I think she just becomes
She gets a bionic arm.
Yeah, she gets bionic. Does she become the Winter Soldier?
No. She actually had that arm before when the soldier did.
Yep. And Bucky now has no arm. Or one arm.
Well, his arm got blown off in Civil War, so
They'll make him a new one.
yeah, I'll make him vibranium.
Vibranium one. There we go.
Yeah, well, you see,
You can't give a colonizer some fucking.
well, you see in the trailer for Infinity War, he has 2 arms.
There we go.
So we'll see what happens.
All right. Do you want to give our final rating on this bad boy, or are there any other last questions?
One quick thing, like I actually really like how, because I thought the main villain was gonna be the white dude. What's his name?
Claw.
I thought
With
he was gonna be the main fucking villain, but then like once him and Killmonger, or once Killmonger shot at him and killed him off, I was like, holy shit, this is not gonna be the movie I thought was gonna happen. But when he became like the main villain of the movie, and it was also cool because once he took off his shirt and you saw like the markings, because those are like traditional African markings that they do when they. Well, I guess in the movie whenever he kills somebody, he cuts himself to get that little marking. But I know in African history that's something that a bunch of tribes do. They'll cut themselves to get those markings on their bodies.
Scarification.
Yeah.
There we go.
There's a couple of B's and BTI questions related to the movie. Do we want to talk?
We can tackle them. Sure. You tackle them now?
Yeah,
Let's
go
go.
So one of them is from Derek, who's asked this question twice. Who has the better tech?
Let him ask again. I'm just kidding.
Who has the better tech, Asgard or Wakanda?
I'm going with Wakanda.
I'm going with Wakanda.
Asgard doesn't really. They don't really show too much of their tech.
Well, technically, their magic is tech.
Well, but they have actual tech too. I mean, they have flying fucking cars and all kind of crazy shit. But Wakanda got them beat. Especially when I know Uru metal is pretty important because it's like basically a dwarf star or whatever. But it's not going to stop vibranium. You can hit. You can use Uru to hit vibranium. It's perfectly fine, as you saw in the movies.
Once I saw Hela break Mjolnir like it wasn't shit, you know. I'm going Wakanda.
Well, you can see Thor hit Cap's shield, which is vibranium, and it doesn't break.
Yep.
With Mjolnir.
It's like a blend though.
Still.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Wakanda. What else we got?
The other one,
Wakanda too.
So the other one is from me. So I don't know if you guys saw this, the hashtag on Twitter about Killmonger being right. So it's mainly the question was when he talks about Wakanda being absent while there's all these atrocities, especially to displaced Africans, and they did nothing about it. And he is promoting that Wakanda could have armed all these people, and they could have been freed or started a revolution or taken over.
Well, yeah, I mean that was the whole thing about the movie, right? But I understand like Wakanda's deal, right? Because they didn't want to colonize. Like that's why they kind of made fun of the colonizers, because their whole thing was basically non-aggression. Like don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. What happened to people that got taken out of Africa? They just figured, they don't want to start some kind of international incident and get into some drawn-out war if they didn't come onto their land. So I can understand both points of view, but I mean they're opening up now, so
They are now, but was Killmonger right? Obviously things would have been different, especially since Wakanda had the tech for centuries.
Well, his motivation's right because what happened to him? Because he got fucked over.
He did.
He got fucked. Especially because they literally didn't help their own. and that was fucked up because he's half Wakandan.
Yep.
So.
I'm gonna say Killmonger's methods were atrocious because he's literally killing innocent people. So I can't fully go with him being right. I think I have to go back to Nakia. What she did and was saying, which is very similar to Killmonger in terms of helping people, was right. So Nakia was right. Killmonger was half right. That's my take.
Hey, any means necessary. That's what Michael Beck said.
Yeah, I can't get with the killing of like truly innocent folks.
Yeah. Well,
hardcore.
That was the one thing that Killmonger admitted. He was willing to kill anyone that got in his way, including people from Wakanda, which he was trying to get back to.
Yeah.
In order to achieve this world domination ruled from Wakanda type thing.
I mean, Killmonger is the reason why we still haven't heard Claw's mixtape.
Damn.
Fucking Ross had to stop it and shit. He was like, he was like, you want the SoundCloud account? That shit was fucking great.
Damn.
What you got?
So,
for me, I would like what you guys were saying. Like, yeah, like Killmonger had the right idea. Like, yeah, Wakanda should have been able to like use their technology, but I mean, look at what happens when America helps out different countries, and you end up with like, I guess like with terrorists using the weapons that we gave them against us. So it's like it's a hard question to answer because because technology can be used for the wrong ways. Like you can like with Claw, like he had that fucking arm that was used for drilling, and he turned that shit into a weapon. So it's like anything that Wakanda could give to the people, they can always just turn around and make it into a weapon. Or if you give it to Tony Stark, he's gonna put his fucking suit. So
look at Vulture in Homecoming. That was an example of using weapons, obviously, and converting them into even more powerful, egregious weapons with bad guys.
True. Yeah, I think Killmonger he became a megalomaniac kind of. He let his vengeance cloud his judgment.
Oh, this is a really good question. So Derek asked, who do you want to be the next baddie in Black Panther 2? And I will tell you hands down, but it will take it will basically have to be the next phase of the Marvel Universe. Sure. Would be Namor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
The fucking perfect villain, because what happens during the Wakanda versus Atlantis fucking battle is during basically the end of the fucking universe. Yep. Oh, the multiverse. And it's fucking insane. It's probably one of the greatest stories that Marvel has ever told. And that's what I really want to see next. They need to introduce Namor and then start doing the Secret Wars thing.
I wholeheartedly agree. I would add to that, if not Namor, or maybe Namor in 2, and then in the third one, because I think this is a trilogy, I'd like to see the Doom War too.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom is traditionally a Fantastic Four villain. I get all that. And I think someone on Twitter was kind of basically saying that for most of the standalone movies that are sequels, they try to keep the villains inside the mythos of that character, of that character's history. I totally get that. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Namor is badass. Doctor Doom is badass, and I like how it impacts all of Wakanda.
Oh yeah.
And Wakanda doesn't trust T'Challa based on some of his decisions in those wars.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was listening to Geek History Wrestling when they did a lesson on Black Panther, and they talked about there's a comic where Doom tries to find Wakanda so he can get the vibranium, and he actually finds it. Yep. But the way he gets there is he goes fucking underground to get to Wakanda, and I guess there's like a hidden city underneath a hidden city. So there's like I think it's what you mentioned. It's
Necropolis.
Yeah, so he like goes underground to try to get to Wakanda, but like there's a giant fight scenes that happen between those two, which is kind of crazy. But like I don't know many of Black Panther villains other than Namor, but for me when I was watching the movie, I was like, man, I really hope they somehow able to get Storm in this to see those two get married. That should be fucking epic.
That would be cool. But yeah, we will see. Overall, ratings.
Did you give a villain?
I don't know that much of Black Panther's villains. I mean, but I do know some of the stories with him and Namor, because some of the best lines I read briefly from that when T'Challa tells he beats the shit out of Namor. And he tells him, like, you breathe when I allow it or something like that.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You're only breathing because it is my mercy or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Every breath you take is mercy from me.
Yeah.
That was
I
his
think
line.
he says that to Claw too.
But
my God.
they're on the same fucking team.
Yep.
That's the crazy part about it, is that they're on the same team, but their countries are at war together.
Yep.
It's fucking crazy.
Super great hatred. All right, let's do final reviews on this. Blue, what you got? Final number. Hard number. 1 to 10.
What was it? I'm gonna give it like
9.85.
yeah. Actually, I want to give it a 10 because it was.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
It was probably one of the best movies of all time, if not the best. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a 10. It was.
Nice.
There it
really
is.
fun.
The first,
and
so this is the first 10 on the show.
yeah, well, I was gonna say like I'm actually gonna go see it again, and it's rare for me to go see a movie twice in fucking theater. Like I'll watch it on Blu-ray once it come out, but like seeing it in the theater again,
Not bootleg on
not
Cody.
bootleg, nope, not on Cody. I'm not gonna hit up the guy by the fucking Little Caesars, get his mixtape on top of the movie. Nah, I'm gonna go back to the theater and watch it again.
Claw
And
doing mumble.
it's funny because my little brother, I'm gonna call him Hidden Dragon. He went to go watch it again tonight. Yeah. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it again, probably this weekend.
All right, Kronos, what you got?
I will concur with Blue. I will
Oh,
also
another
give it a
10?
Yeah, I realized that, you know, I have my complaints about it, but they're like little bullshit nerd complaints.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I give it a 10 for when they started really delving into, like, why didn't you help the world and help black people especially? I was like, damn. And the quote at the end that Killmonger had, like, just fucking punched me in the soul. I was like, damn.
But then, like, on top of that too, the fucking soundtrack went perfect with this fucking movie. Like all the scenes, like once the movie started playing, you knew some shit was about to happen.
Yep.
So yeah, this fucking soundtrack was dope as fuck.
Yeah, the soundtrack's fucking sick.
Old Ninja, what you got?
I'm gonna give it a 9.75.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Nice scores.
I had like very few gripes, like Cronus said, but I just needed more Killmonger cutting his way to Wakanda. Then it would have been a perfect 10 for me.
Yeah, I understand that.
All right, I'm gonna give it man. I got the lowest one. I got the 9.5 on.
Okay,
here.
okay.
bad.
You know,
I almost gave it 9.5, but it's up there
Yeah,
for me.
Saw it twice.
This is the first time we're all within like a half a point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, is Stitch in the chat? Can
Yeah,
we
he
get
was.
Okay.
I think he left.
Well, we'll get his.
Yeah,
we'll
find
get
out
his
next
score
week because
later.
he'll be back. So wait, so I had a theory before we change gears.
Go ahead.
All right. So you know how the director of this movie, he's always had Michael B. Jordan in all
Yes.
in all three of his movies.
Yes.
Well, he's had more than 3 movies, right?
He's
think
had
he's
four.
only-
Well, he's other ones.
He's had 4.
But these are like 3 big,
Okay.
Yeah.
big time movies. But okay, so here's my theory. So my theory is the guy who got murdered at Fruitville Station,
Oscar Grant.
Oscar Grant, that it never really happened. It was a setup to try to recruit him because they knew that his father was Wakandan.
Oh,
So they faked his death and then trained him. And when he does Creed, that was him like building up his skills on like fighting and stuff like that.
Oh, shit.
And then eventually he comes into Black Panther, and then that's when he becomes Killmonger. And it is already after he's killed people and done this all different kind of shit for him to take over Wakanda, so that all this other shit can happen.
It's a shared universe.
Yeah,
I like
man,
it.
it's the same fucking universe. Bam.
I can't.
And look,
argue
wait,
against
and
it.
then also,
Plus,
no, because the Fruitville guy, I can't remember his name.
Grant.
Oscar Grant, he lives in Oakland.
Yeah. I mean,
It all comes
Creed
together.
was in Philly, but I'm gonna let you go. That's all right. That's all
Well,
right.
that's where he trained at, so
There you go.
he was taken from his family.
yeah, he actually was living in LA, so it's,
There you go. All right.
wasn't that with his mom? Was in LA?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think before he went to Philly for this.
Actually, I think what's name was from Hayward.
Yeah, but I mean the
yeah.
the event had occurred in Oakland. It's still Bay Area. Still Bay Area. I love it.
Rapping.
I like your theories, man. Shit, where do we go from here? God damn it. Oh, did everybody see Cloverfield?
Yes.
Yes.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Oh, damn.
3 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that was a rock, paper, scissors moment right there. Rock, paper, scissors. No.
Look, first of all, all right, there was SF Beer Week. All right, so I wasn't watching shit. I was gonna be too drunk.
All right. God.
Oh, well, we can cover the last bit of the SF Beer Week.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So SF Beer Week, once again, I took the whole week off. I know the last podcast, it was in like half the week when I was, doing it. But on Thursday, I had a really good time. Went out with Ninja, you were there.
I was there.
Showed up for most of it.
Yeah, I was there 3 days total. There was only 1 or 2 days I couldn't make. One day I didn't make because I had to work. The other day I didn't make because we had the podcast and I had shit to do.
But yes, Thursday was awesome because on Thursday I started my day off at 21st Amendment in San Francisco, which is
another card punch.
Yeah, it was so during SF Beer Week. So the month of February is also a strong beer month for 21st Amendment and Magnolia Brewing, which I'm holding up the glass right now because I completed it in a couple days. Nice. So they give you a punch card. I think it's like 10 beers, and they're all over 8% alcohol. And so if you can complete that punch card in the month of February, you get a free glass. Well, it's not a free glass. You paid for it, obviously. But you get a glass.
There you go.
So 1 year I did it in 2 days, which that was rough.
That's a lot of beer.
This year I did it in, I think, 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
So, but I drank 4 of those beers at the start of my day at 21st Amendment on Thursday.
Were they good?
I mean, there's only one that was like really fucking strong. I think it was called like Sailor's Warning or something like that. It tasted like fucking super strong alcohol.
Okay.
But I finished it. And it's so strong they serve it in a fucking wine glass.
Goddamn.
So, because it's like 11.2 or maybe 12 or something like that. It tastes like it. So, it was strong.
Rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, so after that, we went to a place called Zeitgeist, which is one of the grimiest, best fucking bars in San Francisco. If y'all haven't had a chance to go, it's my highest recommendation for a bar in the city is Zeitgeist. It's great.
Wow.
It's a grimy ass looking bar, but the bathrooms are actually pretty clean.
Nice.
Which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Hold on, but they have false advertising because they have an arcade of Super Street Fighter, and it's really Metal Slug.
Yeah, that pissed me off. I was mad. But yeah, cool bar. And then after that, we went to a new place for me. It was called Standard Deviant Brewery.
Oh yeah.
And when I walked in, we're walking up to get beer, and there was a guy with a megaphone. And he walked up to me and he was like, "You want to get in on this Pac-Man tournament?"
Oh, okay.
Like, fuck yeah, I do. I'm good at Pac-Man. Like, I'm legit good.
This is still in San Francisco?
Yeah. Okay. But I was kind of drunk, and I just kept drinking. So I won the first match, so I got into the semifinals. And then I beat the guy who actually was a champion from last year.
Nice.
But then I lost to this Asian chick, and she ended up getting second place. Okay. And so after if I was sober, I would have beat everybody. I definitely beat everybody because the way I died, somebody didn't kill me. A fucking ghost got me because I went the wrong direction because I was drunk. But afterwards, I asked the girl who beat me. I was like, "Yo, can we play again? Because I want to know if you're just legit or if I just fucked up." So we played again, and I beat her. I was like, "God damn it!" But it was a fun night.
Did it when you won? Did a extra life coin fall off the fucking the cabinet?
Yeah, it's the extra life.
Yeah, that's a. Nah, I'm not gonna spoil that.
Yeah. I was gonna say it too, but you're right. We shouldn't spoil it.
Read the book, goddammit.
But anyway, it was a great night. Even Bunny Man came out.
Nice
to hang out. So and actually drove us home, and so did my niece.
Okay,
so she came out too. It was great. I said I was going to do my whole vlog thing for the week, but I didn't. So there you go. How about that? I was drinking, I was having fun, and I fucking forgot.
Yeah, so fuck everybody.
And actually, when I was gonna do it, I was in Zeitgeist, and I started pulling out my equipment to get in some B-roll. Yeah. And the guy was like, "Oh, you can't record in here." And he's like, "Look up." And it was literally behind a fucking sign that said you can't video record. And one other guys that worked there was like, "Well, people smoke weed in here sometimes." And I was like, "Motherfucker, it's legal here." Yeah. This shit don't fucking matter.
Well, it's hella funny
because he didn't catch at work, I guess.
He didn't catch me on Snapchat because I was Snapchatting the shit out of
him. Everybody else is using their phones and shit and obviously videotaping. But I guess I had an actual camera.
Yeah.
You know, so
4K fucking people can zoom in and shit oh shit, that's Mike from work. Telling them.
Good shit.
Yeah, next year I'm gonna definitely try to make out for the week.
So going out, I got to meet the guy who creates Love and Warren.
Okay.
It's a animated series. I guess you can watch on YouTube right now. He's going to possibly be on the cast sometime soon. He's actually a really cool guy, and he actually lives out in our area.
Plug it a little bit. Tell us what is Love and Warren.
His Instagram is fucking hilarious.
You want me to say?
Because you know. I mean, I've seen it, but.
Yeah, so Love and Warren, it's about a Cupid that is a bad Cupid, and him trying to help out a guy named Warren. And the first episode, well, it's not even really an episode. It's a kind of a short. It's think about how this is gonna age me, obviously, and most people, if you can understand this. But if you ever watched the first scene of South Park when it was Jesus versus
the devil?
No. Oh. Maybe it wasn't Jesus. It was the Santa Claus one.
Yeah.
It was super short. It was Santa Claus versus Jesus, right? Wasn't it?
So. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So that's like that. It's his very first one that's out there.
Okay.
And that's what's out now. It's not even an episode. It's not even a fucking pilot. Gotcha. It's just his first thing. It's basically about how Cupid is telling a story about how he got Romeo and Juliet together.
Okay.
And how he fucked it up. And it's fucking hilarious. He has this whole like thing. If you go to a Love and Warren on Twitter, he has this whole like hashtag Bad Cupid says.
Okay.
Or just hashtag Bad Cupid, and they're really hilarious things. We retweeted a few of them. Great guy, and you know what's funny? I do jujitsu with the guy, and I didn't know that he was doing this thing until one day he approached me. He's like, "Yo, I'm doing this, this new project," and he showed it to me. So I saw like all this being built before like the public stuff.
Okay.
And so I thought it was funny even before it all came out. But he's being talked to by like Netflix and all these other people.
Nice,
and,
big time.
Comedy Central. So yeah. I hope he gets picked up, but we're gonna definitely have him on the show in the next probably 2 or 3 weeks.
Excellent. We'll have him in studio, right?
In the studio.
That's good.
Actually, if Stitch is out next week, we'll have him on next week.
Perfect.
For like a 30-minute interview, we'll talk about him and like the whole process and shit. Great dude.
Awesome.
Yeah, looking at the animation style, it makes me kind of think of what's the name of that show? The one with the animation that was almost like Real World. They had the Foxy Brown chick. Drawn together. Yeah, it makes me think of that.
Yeah, I actually got to talk to him about his production and their process and like what they're using software-wise to make their stuff, and it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's not a huge team, but they're doing the work out there, and it's not easy, especially when you're doing it yourself. But he's got a lot of content out there.
I like
it.
it.
And especially like his whole social media campaign. Like he's been like killing it on social media lately. We could actually probably learn a lot from him as far as like social media goes. So,
okay. I can't wait. I can't wait to talk to him.
Yeah, he's a cool ass guy.
We'll have some good questions for his ass. Good shit. I want to switch it up just a little bit. Thickness is upon us.
Shit.
Nelly goddamn Furtado. Everybody remembers her.
Clean Thickness.
Early 2000s. She had a whole string of fucking hits and shit. One of them was I'm Like a Bird.
Yeah.
But that bird is an ostrich. And that bird is thick.
Super
Has
thick.
everybody seen her?
Of course.
In the chat. Okay.
I damn near fell out my chair when I saw this figure. Like I almost thought it wasn't real. Like I had
It was Photoshop.
Yeah, I thought it may have been Photoshop, but then it was actually a video. I'm like, okay, yeah, Nelly, she got some thickness on her now.
Yeah.
Because she was real thin, like 100
yeah.
pounds back
Like,
in
she
the
was
early
tiny.
2000s.
Like the wind, if you sneeze, she would just fucking go flying away.
Yep. She had that one hit with Timberland.
She had a couple.
Fucking
yeah.
dope.
Oh, she had a.
Well, she was part of that crew.
Yeah,
That whole
because Timberland produced one of her albums, but she also had like I'm Like a Bird, and she had the one Promiscuous Girl.
Yeah.
That was the one.
dope.
That was the one they were
fucking
popping in the club and shit.
Oh, the brown pants.
Yeah. She looked bad then. I think she's thick bad now. I like it all. You know
That's
what I mean?
her back in the day.
Yep. Show the chat. Show the chat.
I'm trying to find. Well, if it would like resolve. Jesus Christ, fuck.
But anyway, it hit the internet, and at least in terms
Everyone went crazy.
our circle of friends went fucking crazy. I don't know about everybody else.
Oh no, everyone else, because it popped up on like, because I have like News Republic, which pulls articles from around the world, and sure enough, it popped up. So everyone's losing their mind about Nelly Furtado. I was like, what's going on about Nelly? She die or something? And I saw the thickness. I was like, oh, well, damn.
Like it's crazy because like she was like pencil thin, and then
short.
all of a sudden she got like hips and fucking thighs and.
Well, she's tiny
She's
too.
popped out a couple kids, I'm thinking, right?
I know she has
Them
one
hips
kid.
can. I can tell you that shit right now.
She's tiny too. She's like 5'2" or some shit.
Yeah. I just, and I think, what is she, Portuguese or Mediterranean?
Something like that.
Something.
Yeah, she's Portuguese and Canadian.
There you go. All I know is I heard thickness. I saw thighs. Oh, man, those are some good ones. Like, especially in the green dress.
You almost busted all over.
Yeah.
So this is how skinny she was, and what she looks like now. And this dress isn't a very flattering dress, but
No.
this is from like a couple years ago.
So
Yeah.
if you're
Where's the recent ones at though?
there's like a video too, isn't there not?
There is.
For those of you who are like listening and not able to view, let's see if we can get maybe a picture attached or whatever. Or you can just watch this on YouTube.
Yeah.
look
Watch
at
it
the
on
top-
YouTube. Or you do a quick Google search.
What's
You'll
the-
find plenty.
Yeah, that too. Do a quick Google search on Nelly Furtado, then and or like Nelly Furtado 2018 versus Nelly Furtado 2002.
Yep.
You'll see the thickness.
Why can't I find the one that was that I posted to you guys? This is fucking
I have
bullshit.
no idea.
No.
No idea what to tell you.
While you're looking for that, Fergie had a bad Sunday.
I did not. listened to any of this.
I saw the replay of just her fucking wailing out the national anthem at the All-Star game in LA.
Is that what that was?
That was her attempt at it.
I thought it was a bird like dying. Oh my god!
Yeah, that one with the brown.
So we're going back to Nelly. Potato. Not Nelly.
Yeah.
Not Nelly.
Look at this.
Nelly Furtado.
Oh,
My favorite gift.
oh,
That
man.
cup how.
Like, where did that come from? Because if you go back and see like her earlier, like when she was younger, like she didn't have a booty. Where the hell that come from?
I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining either, but
I don't know, but that's thickness.
God,
Extra thick.
damn.
Cuffed up with that.
Woo!
But yeah, Fergie's ass. Everybody was fucking clowning
Double
her.
cheeked up.
Double cheeked up on Thursday. TT. But yeah, I heard the fucking clip. Fergie sounded like a fucking hot mess. Like she was wailing like some jazz bullshit.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you trying to change the national anthem in fucking jazz? What the fuck's wrong with you? Get the fuck out of here.
Especially for an all-star game, like there's more eyes on you, you know?
Go traditional, goddammit.
Well, for me, like I heard it today, and I could see where she was trying to do like a little put a little spin on it, but like yeah, the national anthem is probably like one of the hardest songs to sing from experience. I know.
We got it on video. We know.
Yeah, but yeah, like there's like the national anthem is one of the hardest songs to sing for any vocalist artist. But like if you try to put even little tiny little twang or something on there, people are gonna fucking roast you. Like that's one song you can't fucking try to put your spin on it because people are gonna fucking hate you forever.
Or if you don't know all the words.
If you don't know all the words,
or if at the end you say play ball.
I was redeemed. I was redeemed with that line because that shit kind of made me more famous.
Yep. I mean, I'll say this about her ass. I've never actually really respected her like singing ability all that much. I like some of her songs with the Black Eyed Peas and shit. And the Black Eyed Peas, for those who don't know, they were a group long before Fergie.
Oh yeah.
Didn't have the success until she joined them, and then they became this mega group and whatnot. But just vocally, I've never really like been impressed. You know what I mean? I don't think she's
been all right. I wouldn't call her like the best singer, but she's all right.
That's what I'm saying. Only for singing. You know
yeah.
what
Like I would prior to this, I wouldn't hear her songs be like, oh, she can't sing.
Nah.
But I also wouldn't say she's Whitney Houston. You know what I mean?
Oh no.
Or Christina or Adele or any of those greats. You know.
Well, it's interesting that they would go with Furry because, like, you know, I guess maybe she has an album coming out, but like, you would probably get somebody like bigger for an all-star game to perform.
Well, she's gonna be on what is it, The Voice? I think.
Oh, really? She's gonna be a judge?
I think so.
I think she, yeah.
Or one of those kind of shows. She's definitely a judge on one of those shows.
You still gotta nail it though. I mean, like, even if you just do a very straight-laced version of it, you gotta hit the notes.
Hold on, you gotta bring it, dog.
It just wasn't good enough, man.
It's a no for me.
Well, it's a little pitchy for me, dog.
Wow, that's a really good fucking impression, man. Holy shit.
I like it.
Kronos has found his fucking calling.
We're gonna have some folk that come into the studio and sing for us.
Oh, with a black couch.
Holy shit.
With the black couch.
It's gotta have
God damn. Trying to get us
Wait.
all on a couch.
You see that episode of Black Mirror?
Oh, but the couch? No.
There was no couch, but so there's an episode of Black Mirror where it's a talent show, and like people they like work out, and when you work out, like I guess so the premise I got from the show was that there was no more power, so they had people like doing like riding bikes to build up power to do certain things.
Yeah.
And you get credits for how much wattage or voltage or some shit you put into the grid. Well, if you get to like a certain amount, you can buy a ticket so you can be on a reality show.
Oh shit.
And it's almost like American Idol. So this one chick, she goes on there and she wants to be a singer, but oh my god. There's a black dude on there. So there's 3 judges, and the black guy's like, yo man, all I can think about since you came out was some fucking titties. How about you show them goddamn titties?
Nice.
And this chick fucking came out, sung her fucking heart out. Dude was like, yeah, all I can imagine is a fucking dick in your mouth this whole entire time.
Yeah.
Dude,
All
so
bad.
she ended up doing porn because
It's casting couch.
yeah, you can become a singer, you can become a TV specialist, or you can become a porn star.
Oh no, wait, it was a singer on the game show, because there's a game show like kind of like Double Dare, or you could be on the porn.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah.
the 3.
Yeah, so
That's hilarious. I need to see that one.
Yeah, you need to that.
It's literally the 2nd episode ever made.
And it's with the
series.
same dude from
Get Out.
From Get Out.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. God
Yeah.
damn it. Why don't you, Kronos, aren't there some people who need to hear about certain products and services that are important to us?
Set me up better for this, bro. You gotta write some shit down and pass it over to me.
Yeah.
You gotta pass notes.
What's this? Real quick.
Go ahead.
Before we go into this, someone posted about the list of top.
Oh yeah, so
this is the top MCU villains.
Yeah, so on
From
Nerdist, they posted up today the top Marvel movie villains rankings, and they paired up 20 of them.
Just do the top 5.
Actually, I only see 8.
Oh no, there's I think there's 18.
I see 18.
Yeah, there's 18, but like I was just gonna look at the first
top 5.
We'll do top 10 real quick.
Damn it.
Well, top 10 is quick. So
right.
number 10.
Well, before you do that, how about we hear a little bit from our sponsors?
This is not set up at all.
Yeah,
Totally natural conversation.
Y'all just drop the bomb.
So this next portion of our podcast is going to be brought to you by Loot Crate. Loot Crate is basically a mystery box service that is like Comic-Con in a box. What they will do is they ship to you a box full of random goodies, like a T-shirt, some kind of figurine, stuff like that. If you look in the background, if you're watching the podcast on YouTube, which you should be, you will see a whole bunch of stuff from Loot Crate. Here, close to us, we have a Shining Gundam. We have a nice tableau scene from Tableau.
Westworld.
You like that? That's a fucking fancy word, tableau. Just saying. From Westworld. It's pretty dope. I love the service. They have all kinds of different theme crates, like Halo, Loot Gaming. If you're low on money, you can get, or just don't want to get a bunch of random toys. You just want, like, say, shirts or something like that. I'm going to start saying that from now on. Not just if you're, like, broke or something like that. If you just want to get a shirt, all right? Yep. You can get loot wear, so it's a lower cost service, and you'll get just a shirt and some other kind of wearable item like socks or gloves or something like that. And they have great shirts. That's one of the main reasons why I like getting them, because I get a shirt every month. That's nerdy. Along with their other theme crates, they have Stranger Things, Star Trek, WWE, Firefly, stuff like that. It's a pretty cool service, and if you have a pet, they also have loot pets. That's what Stitch gets, and he loves it. So they'll send you all kinds of stuff for your pet. It's really cool. So if you go to trylootcrate.com/BTI with the promo code of Bridge10, as in a bridge, you're going to walk over and the number 10, you will save yourself 10% on any new subscription. Once again, that is trylootcrate.com/BTI with the promo code of Bridge10, as in a bridge you're walking over, and the number 10 to save yourself 10% on any new subscription. And now, on with the show.
Nerdist.
Before we go over this list, who would you say is your top 5 Marvel villains so far in the MCU?
Hold on. Clarifying question. Does Netflix count as MCU or not?
Yes.
Okay. Gotta be Kingpin, Loki, Killmonger. It drops off from there. Oh, Killgrave. And what was the one from Luke Cage that died?
Cottonmouth.
I like Cottonmouth.
Or Coppertop. Or
Cottonmouth.
Snake Guy.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going to say the Vulture from Spider-Man. Killmonger. The Purple Man from Jessica Jones. I was gonna say the guy from fucking Black Lightning, but that's DC. Because that guy, he creeps me the fuck out. Loki, and I would say Tony Stark.
I like it.
This motherfucker.
He does pimp hard. All right, Carlos, what you got?
I'm just gonna get 4, because after that it just gets kind of blurry for me. Killmonger, Purple Man, Loki, and Kingpin.
There you go.
Oh,
Old Ninja.
I'm gonna say definitely Killmonger. Well, no in particular order, but Killmonger, Loki, Vulture, and I'm gonna say Hela.
Okay. Oh wow, that's the first time we heard that. All right.
She was badass in that movie.
She was pretty fucking badass.
What's the top 5 from Nerdist? Top 5 from
10.
Nerdist. Top 5, goddamn. We just gave our 5. Fuck your fucking bottom 5.
Fuck.
5.
All right, number 5. The Vulture.
Okay.
From Homecoming. Number 4, Ego, the Living Planet.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
Number 3, Hela from Ragnarok.
Wow. Okay.
Number 2, Killmonger, Eric Killmonger. Number 1, Loki.
It's not a bad list.
Why is Purple Man not in the top 5?
He's not. He's not even in the top 18.
Are they only
That's
going?
ridiculous.
Are they
They're only
going
doing movies.
Okay, well that's a big clarifying question.
So all of them are all movies. No one from any of the TV shows.
All right.
Because they have Ronan the Accuser on here, Eldritch Killian, Justin Hammer.
Yeah, because Killmonger. I mean, not Killmonger. Purple Man. He mentally fuck with you and Jessica at the same goddamn time.
Yeah.
And don't sleep on Kingpin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fucking brought it too.
And then they have like Alexander Pierce from Winter Soldier.
Well, who was that?
Robert Redford.
Fucking nobody. Get the fuck out of here. With that shit.
Yeah. They have Obadiah Stane, which I thought was interesting.
He was awful.
And then
I mean, he's a good actor, but he's
Ultron.
That was
I hated Ultron.
Ivan Vanko.
Yeah.
Justin Hammer.
We said
Stop
top
saying
five.
them all,
Top
goddammit.
five.
Just trying to get them all in there anyway.
I did.
This is what old Ninja does. We say does it anyway. He doesn't know what no means. That's why he don't got a girlfriend, bro. They're on them watch lists and shit.
Well, at least I don't have any more restraining orders. So.
Yet.
They all time out eventually.
Yeah, they all panned out. They all got dropped.
Did we already talk about Venom?
No.
There's not much to talk about. Honestly, I'm fucking disappointed. I mean, just that wasn't even a fucking trailer. It was it looked like a fucking fan trailer, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Wait, there was a trailer to drop?
Yeah,
it was
the trailer
a
Venom.
trailer. Yeah.
Shit, the trailer
hell?
in front of Black Panther. They showed trailer for Venom.
My problem, and I think everybody has already said this, there's no real symbiote.
They don't even show Venom.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
how the fuck?
yeah. So it's a super early, almost teaser-like trailer.
Is this by Fox or Disney?
Sony only. So
Well, I mean, yeah.
we shall see. We shall see.
Fuck that shit. Let's talk about something more interesting. All right, let's talk about the Marvel is they're gonna revamp the universe again.
Well, for the comics.
Total reboot.
Comics.
Again.
They've done this twice in the last 2 years, right? I believe.
Maybe 3 times.
Man, jeez, I've lost count. I've lost fucking count.
I mean, they went, what was it, 3-4 years ago? They were super strong. You know, they had Secret Wars happen, and right after that, it was shit. What was the next one after that?
Did they do the Civil War 2 after that?
That was sort of after that, but there was stuff that happened after Secret Wars. It was like with the Doom stuff, where Doom was God. That wasn't Secret Wars.
I thought that was Secret. Or
no, Secret Wars led up to that.
God damn, man, my
I can't remember
my
the
memory is
fucking
fucking fading. Anyway, but anyway, yeah, I know what you're talking
But yeah, they're fucking up like a golden up. That's when it was like really good still.
about. Yeah.
And then after like the Doom God stuff, it fell apart. And then it just kept falling apart, and it kept falling apart. And
That's how great of a villain Doom was. He fucked up the whole entire Marvel universe.
Doom is
even the whole goddamn country, the actual comic book.
Well, he soloed Thanos. I'm just saying.
He's amazing. Doom is fucking amazing. I can't wait to see him in the MCU eventually.
Well,
I mean, eventually.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. Well, I mean, he was in. Well, I guess it wasn't the MCU, but he was in Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
Garbage.
Really in the MCU.
Well,
I'm gonna say
Disney
this.
owns that now, so
Yeah, I know.
might see him.
I'm gonna say this. I want to be optimistic. I did not enjoy some of like the mantle passing that happened all that much, you know, because especially with the Avengers, Avengers characters, because they're so fucking popular now based on the movies and the MCUs. Like, I respect the fact that you're trying with some new characters. Riri didn't work for me. Infamously, Cho-Hope did not work for me. I like some of the early stuff with Girl Thor.
The fucking part is that Riri. I mean, it works for me, but just not under the mantle of Iron Man. Because first of all, she's not a fucking man.
No shit.
You know, I mean, like it's just not obvious shit. Yeah. I understand that we're in this world now where you can have a penis and still be a woman.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, she's a teenage girl that somehow is under the Iron Man comic, even though they call her in the comics by another name.
Yep.
And that's annoying as fuck.
For me, I despise the fact that for a long run, and I think even still currently, isn't she still in a Tony mech suit that looks very similar to what Tony wears with the red and gold signature and all that?
Yeah, well, they sort of explain that because I mean her original suit did not look like that.
Okay.
Right, but then she got the Tony AI, and then they kind of revamped it to look more like it. So, but yeah, I mean, if they would have just come out with the Ironheart comic, I'd been fine. And hey, for y'all that are listening to this, I still get the Iron Man comic.
Yep.
Like,
Okay.
I still get it.
You still reading it?
No, I'm still reading it. I
All
mean,
right.
it's good, but I just wish they would just change the fucking name.
Yeah.
And they're on the verge of getting Tony back, but they keep like they've been teasing that shit for like 3 fucking months.
Yeah.
Like they keep showing him, and then going on some bullshit.
And he's been out since Civil War II, right?
Yeah.
And then I know we're getting Hulk back, Bruce Banner Hulk, and we're getting Logan, not Old Man Logan, Logan.
Well, he's been already teased about being back.
Yep.
They showed him like the last page of one of the comics that I have. I forget which one it was,
Exactly.
but yeah. I think he actually has one of the gems.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so they're actually building out. This might be actually part of what they're talking about because they're doing a whole Infinity countdown thing now, and they already had Adam Warlock come back.
Nice.
So,
okay, I do like Adam Warlock.
Yeah. So this would be super interesting, but it could be total shit because, I mean, Marvel went from like being my #1 comic pull to being almost my last.
Wow, that's
to be
sad.
honest with you, like they're right neck and neck with Image, with me. But to be honest, the Image comics are better. The ones that I get, they eclipse almost all Marvel comics right now.
Agreed completely. I still love some obviously some DC stuff, of course, but I want to see Marvel have a resurgence in the comics. That's what it's all truly based on. You don't have an MCU if not for decades and decades of great Marvel comics. Go back to it. I hope that I'm trying to be cautiously optimistic, but it doesn't give me a good feeling with so many reboots in such a short period of time.
Well, I just hope that they ignore all these people that do not read comics but comment on comics. You know what I mean? If you don't read them, just keep your comments to yourself. They keep taking these influences from these fucking dumbasses. I mean, look at what DC did when they did their whole rebirth thing. They doubled down on their characters. And now, instead of rebooting the entire universe, they're introducing all new characters from the Metal event. I don't know if y'all knew that. So far we have Silencer, Sideways, and Damage. And I have all 3 of those comics, and they're a good start.
Yep.
I'm interested in the characters. I want to see what they're all about. I believe Silencer is a black woman, and so I'm interested in that. I think Sideways is a Mexican dude, and then Damage is a white dude. And so they're doing the whole diversity thing without shoving it down your fucking throat, which I hate. When somebody shoves that bullshit down my throat. Look, when I grew up as a kid, I didn't give a shit what color somebody's skin was in a comic book or in any fucking media. All I cared about was just
sexual preference.
Yeah, is this? Yeah, I don't care about any of that shit. Is it a good story? That's all I fucking care about. You tell me a good story, I don't give a fuck what the person happens to look like or what they do wherever. But Marvel got into this habit of really taking precedence over physical traits and sexual orientation over telling a good fucking story.
And I'm gonna just piggyback on that and say, it's a comic book, and I want to see bad guys and good guys fighting. I can't stand when there's like, especially a superhero comic, and there's nothing even leading up to a big fight.
Nothing's fucking
like
happening.
I'm like,
yeah,
I don't care about your personal life, like how you feel about your friends and who you're going to school with, or any of this bubblegum bullshit. Who are you fighting? Who's your rogues gallery?
Yeah.
Who's your nemesis? And how is that going to interact with you saving the world?
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, you can have comics with no villains in it or no fighting, but they're not superhero comics.
Exactly.
So you can't give me, like, the Hulk is a perfect example. You can't give me a motherfucking Hulk comic when it is not Bruce Banner and it's fucking Jennifer, or whatever the fuck her last name is, and she never hulks out.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about Jennifer as a fucking lawyer.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about any lawyer.
Every time you mention this, it makes me think of that episode of Futurama where they have like the female lawyer who's going around like sleeping with different guys. Like the whole show is basically Ally McBeal.
Yeah.
Which is every time Cronus mentions this whole She-Hulk shit, it makes me think of that fucking shit. But yeah.
And She-Hulk is badass and is able to fight.
Yeah, she's a fucking badass.
She's one of the best female fighters in all of Marvel Comics.
Exactly.
And one of the best fighters, period. Not even just female. Just show that. I don't know. Anyway.
You know, what'd be really cool what they was for the Ironheart. If it's a girl who goes to the school of Wakanda, like because they're gonna build up a thing in Oakland. She's the student that goes there, and she basically gets the fucking idea to like make this fucking dope ass fucking mech suit, or not mech suit, but like a Iron Man suit, but make it better than fucking Tony's because she's like, look, I'm black, he's white. I'm gonna make this shit twice as better than what he's been doing. So that'd be kind of cool if they do that spin with Riri in the comics.
I feel like Shuri, because Shuri is so popular based off this first one, and they're going to certainly build upon her and her importance in the overall MCU, not just the Black Panther trilogy. I don't know if you can do a whole lot more because they're so similar in terms of being tech geniuses, both black, female, young girls. But fine. I'm not against it either.
I think more that she looks at her as a role model.
Sure, whatever. Yeah.
But does she take on the panel of Black Panther or mantle?
Yes, Shuri does become Black Panther, and a great Black Panther. So with her own unique spin on things too. So yeah, I love it. Where else we gonna go?
Well, shit. Where is this?
Did we talk about Far Cry at all?
No.
I don't know.
No, but let's talk about it because I fucking love the series.
Yeah, Far Cry 5 is a few weeks away. I know it's dropping in March. I don't have the exact fucking hard date on it.
I think it's March 16th or something like that.
There you go.
Could be wrong here.
We'll go with the 16th.
It's actually a game, not just a DLC, or is it both that they're talking about?
It is the full game. And they've already announced that some of the DLC, there's going to be a huge season of DLC packs.
March 27th.
There we go. You can play it the whole game, fucking co-op, open world. This is going to be a fucking big game, man. I'm looking fucking forward to this. I think one of the DLC packs I saw was something about killing moon fucking spiders and shit.
Damn.
They got a lot of weird fucking DLC. And that's what fucking is fun about Far Cry. It's out there. It's super out there.
For somebody for myself, I haven't played any of the Far Cry games. How would you sell that to somebody to have them like, hey, you need to pick this up?
It's explosions, open world, co-op, and just absolute mayhem fun.
Yeah, Far Cry 3 was like, they always really, I'm glad that this one is coming out at a decent time because previously their other ones came out at a time when there was so many fucking games come out at the same time they went under the radar.
Yep.
Far Cry 3, which is like probably one of the greatest in the series, if not the greatest, it came out of fucking nowhere, but it came out like basically the day before fucking Christmas or some shit like that, where like nobody was buying. You know, so I didn't play until like almost a year afterwards. And that game was fucking great. It dealt with fucking white slavery. It dealt with fucking drugs and having this fucking crazy ass fucking like
Voss.
native. Oh, that's right. Voss was in this one. But what was the one? It was the chick too, right?
Yeah, the chick.
Yeah, this crazy ass like native fucking chick that you either could fuck or kill at the end. It was fucking crazy. And it was
Titties
great.
were bouncing when I fucked her ass.
Oh yeah. I might have stabbed her in the throat. With my dick.
Plus, and then
and in the DLC, if you pre-order, you get Far Cry 3 as a bonus, basically.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's a whole lot of fucking game. Because again, that was another open world one. This is gonna be huge. This is gonna be another big fucking game.
It's kind of close because like what, couple weeks later is God of War 4. It's like
in April.
Yeah, so it's like late April or mid-April.
Something like that.
It's like later mid-April.
I feel like 420 was a good.
Yes, it is
date.
420 because there's something else coming out that day too. But yeah, 420.
Yeah, it's the Nintendo Labo.
Yes, that was the other thing. So I mean, that's like literally almost a month for you to plow through the game before God of War 4 drops.
You know what's funny is that I was actually watching a video on the Far Cry series and how Far Cry has a problem with basically being the same game and having the same basic mechanics. I'm like, all right, first of all, fucking stop. All right, so it's not, I mean, I understand it's like the same mechanics, but first of all, they're fucking fun. And I think most people forget that if you're having fun, it doesn't matter if it's repeated. You know, it's not like, it's never felt old to me. Like when I played Far Cry 3, Far Cry 4, Far Cry Primal, they were all fun to me. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Yeah, and then don't forget, Blood Dragon is one of the best DLCs ever.
Yeah.
Because that was totally 80s, totally neon, totally, you know.
But they were saying they were using basically the same formula. And I'm like, most games that are sequels, they use the same formula.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I mean? Metroid's always been like that. Zelda's been like that. You know, they might add in additional dimensions or other, things into it, but it's the same fucking formula.
Yeah, in fucking GTA 5, you do some of the same things you did in GTA 4.
Yeah, and look at Assassin's Creed, perfect example. You know, it's basically the exact same fucking game over in different settings.
Yep.
But you can still change shit up to where it seems more appealing. Like for me, when Black Flag came out, which is my first game for Assassin's Creed, that game was fucking amazing. And then I played all the ones up until the recent one, and that one was probably the best in the series. Origins was fucking great.
Yes, it was.
And it's the same fucking game.
Yeah, there's not a knock on it whatsoever.
Sticking with games, y'all hear about... Actually, I mentioned the original earlier, but there's a sequel to a particular game a lot of people forgot about. It's coming out.
What's up?
Spaceballs.
Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu will have a sequel. It's called Shaq Fu: A Legend Reborn. There is a trailer. There's a gameplay trailer.
Shaq Fu was a fighting game, right?
Yes, it is a fighting game, and it is back. It's called Shaq Fu: A Legend Reborn. There's actually there's a gameplay trailer, and there's a trailer with Shaq himself.
I feel like this should be free, but it won't be.
Oh yeah, no, it won't be free. But I believe it's coming out end of this year. There's no official street date.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be slated sometime this year.
Piggybacking on that, we're getting Burnout Remastered. God damn it!
Oh man,
yes,
that game was so fun.
Yes. Is it Paradise? Right?
Yeah, Burnout Paradise.
In Hawaii.
Paradise.
Oh man.
Well, I thought it was in L.A.
I have no idea. Well,
no, I thought Paradise was in Hawaii, wasn't it?
I don't know if it was Hawaii, but I know that there's Paradise.
Burnout Paradise is in like the Southern California area, right? Or is it like in?
Was it in Hawaii?
I think it's a made-up area.
It's made up, but yeah, it's sort of like SoCal.
That's what I thought.
Because there's Paradise Island, because they added the island for DLC.
Sure. Okay.
So, and there's the bridge that connected you to the island you can drive through.
I just want this game remastered. This fucking looks fun.
Oh yeah, the game original was fucking awesome.
Yeah, and it's basically, look, if you're a trophy whore, get this fucking game. When you start your car, the first time you drive, you get a fucking trophy.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. The game's fun.
You get I think within the first 30 minutes to an hour, I got like 14, 16 trophies, something like that.
And I was so mad because, when I probably told the story on the podcast before, but I'll say it again. I got the game before there was trophies, and I was in Iraq at the time, and I couldn't update my PS3 to allow trophies, and so I already beat everything in the game, but it doesn't retroactively, once you get the trophy thing, it doesn't retroactively go back through and give you all the trophies. So I had to basically play the whole game over again. And once I learned that, I was like, you have to delete all your shit and then start over again. So I was like, fuck it. Because actually the other day I went to go play it again, and I was like, fuck, this is hard now. Because when you're playing a game, you're into it.
Yep.
You use the difficulty.
Yep.
And I was already basically the end, and I was trying to play it again. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they're re-releasing it so I can get back into playing the game. I'll easily put in at least 50 hours into the game.
And they'll probably add some more online stuff too, because that was PS3, and I didn't go online as much, at least for that game.
Well, you're getting almost all the DLC except for one that gives you everything in the game. Cool. That's the only thing you're missing. So.
Well, it's actually something I didn't know about the Burnout Paradise is that they had some legendary car downloading packs, and that included the fucking DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Yeah, dude.
It has X1. Yeah, it had the XO1 in there. It had Kid from fucking Knight Rider.
They had the Ghostbuster. They had the Ghostbuster ride.
That's fucking dope.
So there's actually two versions of the DeLorean. There's they had Micro Machines size. So you could buy the little Micro Machine size. They were like 1/4 the size of the actual car. Because I bought that DLC, and then you can get the actual full size version, and they were super powerful. Because, before the original games, they were paper. If you ran into a side, you'd fucking wreck. With the mini cars, they were like tanks. You could hit anything, they automatically wreck. It was fucking awesome.
And the fucking soundtrack was fucking great. The music was brilliant. I remember that fucking vividly.
Dude, fucking, was it Burnout Underground? Oh, no, it was Need for Speed Underground. That game had, the soundtrack for that game was really fucking good.
Yeah.
Until you play, because the downside of that was that it only had maybe 5 tracks, and it will play it over and over and over again. To this day, I cannot listen to that fucking sound. What's the name of the song that was on there?
It's probably the one by the Yin Yang Twins.
Yeah, it was that one.
It's when you boot up the game, they have I think it's Get Low.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's Get Low, and you do a quick little quarter mile street race with that game, and that's the song that plays. And that song just got so fucking annoying that even to this day, every time I hear that song, I kind of break it out to chills.
Dude, to the windows, to the wall.
Yeah,
that wasn't a Whisper song. It was the Get Low, Get Low.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is that. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Same song.
Dude, I love that game.
Actually, why don't we do some Be the Beast?
More?
Some of the other ones.
Wait,
quite a few.
We've had this one on here about Red Dead. Someone's talking about multiplayer.
Well, yeah, so it's just a hint. It's not confirmed yet, but it looks like they may do, this is speculation, they may do a Battle Royale mode. So we'll see. Obviously, we'll have to get a little closer and see if that gets confirmed. But
honestly, with Red Dead, I just want to play the storyline. So, but they could change it if they do. If they do something like GTA, obviously I'd be interested because GTA just don't fuck it up like you did with GTA, all right? Because when GTA, people forget about this shit. When GTA 5 first came out, it was supposed to have online components too, and it was an entire fucking year until GTA Online came out, and it was fucking terrible.
At first, yeah.
Fucking terrible. You couldn't play it.
Yeah.
And they fixed it, and they gave a bunch of money, and now it's dope.
Yeah.
But it was awful.
Yeah, they steadily have improved it over the years, but yeah,
it still
you're right.
shows
It started off awful.
Yeah, it still shows up in like the #1, like
Top-
not #1, like the
top
top
10
game.
They made so much fucking money off like fucking game.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, dude, it's like made history. It was like what, the first game to making $1 billion or some shit like that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, it was one of the first games that made $1 billion.
I don't know about
first,
Fact check.
Check out when it released, and it shows the timeline of how it made $1 billion in a very short period of time.
It sold 51 million.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tetris will be up there. I'm sorry, it's Wii Sports. All right, $6 billion.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, no, that's way more than that. Holy shit! Hold on.
And these are all fucking
Whoa.
old ass games. Holy
Whoa! Whoa! Hold the fuck on.
shit. You gotta read these off.
Okay, so Westward Journey series, which I've never even fucking played.
What's up, PC?
They've made almost $4 billion. Dungeon Fighter Online, $4 billion. Donkey Kong, $4.4 billion.
1981. Holy shit.
Wii Fit, $5 billion, which I have.
Damn, really? Holy shit. I didn't know that it did that well.
The Wii sold like fucking gangbusters.
Yeah, but the
like,
Wii Fit,
seriously.
though, like, yeah, because there was a trend because people thought you can,
yeah.
work out and lose weight and
Well,
shit.
because you could work out.
Yeah.
And if you worked out enough, you'd lose weight.
What's this?
The Lineage series, which is $5.7 billion. Wii Sports, $6 billion.
Damn.
Crossfire, which is PC, was $6.8 billion, which I never even fucking played that game.
Yeah, it looks like Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it does. World of Warcraft, which I'm not surprised at all, $8.5 billion.
Yep, Blizzard.
Street Fighter 2, not surprised.
Wow.
$10.6 billion.
And that's number 3.
Pac-Man, not surprised. $12.8 billion. Number 1 is Space Invaders, bitches.
What the fuck?
With $13.9 billion with a B dollars. That's 1,000 million.
Yeah.
Almost
I'm looking
14
at
times.
here. GTA 5 makes $1 billion in 3 days. Fastest selling entertainment product in history. Not overall.
Okay,
That's what I was
I'm
looking
thinking
at.
about overall.
No, not overall. I was looking at when it was released.
Well, you got to remember that's with inflation too. Like, I think if you put it in inflation, it'd probably be like higher. So,
But then also these games been around for like years, so they
Yeah, I mean,
definitely
dude,
build up
Space
their
Invaders has been around since the 70s.
Yeah, that's like one of the next to Pong was the first original console game, and then Space Invaders.
All right, I'm gonna do the B.
All right.
Dirty Stew says, and we love Dirty Stew.
Oh,
A certain comic book hero seems to get nubile young males, dress them up in skin tight clothes, and then get them to do things for him. Is Batman Kevin Spacey?
yes.
Damn.
Yes,
I'm gonna
it
say
is.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Damn.
No.
Damn.
He ain't fucking no little boy.
I thought he was talking about Tony Stark and Peter Parker, actually.
I mean, I guess that would be him, but
In tights,
he's
though.
definitely talking about Batman.
Damn.
Well, with Batman, like the kids that he take in have had similar experience that
They're
he
traumatized.
has. They're all
They're
traumatized. But he tries to help them like get through their things and not become like terrorists
he
or
tries
fucking.
to help them through their adolescent years.
Yeah.
He tried.
He
tried.
Wait, does he groom them?
Hey, he
To be
helped.
man.
Yeah, he helped himself to Barbara Gordon's draws.
Oh,
did.
deep inside.
But so did Dick Grayson.
Yeah, but Batman hit it first.
Damn.
But Dick Grayson fucked her like
They
fucked her when she was paralyzed and then turned out and got married to Starfire.
Starfire got good pussy. I could
The
tell.
alien pussy boy.
Come on now.
Nah.
You know Starfire got
That
that.
fucking
She
red
probably
spice.
I think if she came, she might fucking explode your dick though.
Yeah.
Just crush your shit.
She might have tentacles. You never know.
Well, there's like that one little comic strip that fucking Kryptonians have fucking barbed wires on their penises like a cat.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Lois got. What has Lois got going on there? Holy shit.
Scars, what you got going on?
Yeah. Taking super bluff.
Another one from Dirty Stew. Sorry, I'm gonna just jump in. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Fuck yes.
Yeah,
Doesn't
it
matter.
does. I like Hawaiian
I don't
pizza.
see why not.
Yeah, people hating about pineapples and shit. Just don't eat it if you don't like it.
My thing is nobody has a problem with like tomatoes. Obviously, another fruit on pizza whatsoever.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
You know what? I fucking despise olives, like a lot. But they're on pizza, and I don't give a fuck if you want to eat it. That's all for you. If it's on my pizza, I'll just pick it off. Don't be a fucking asshole and be like, "Oh, okay, you're a fucking baby, bitch. Take the shit off, or just don't order it. You're gonna do with you. What the fuck?
Yeah, so if you have a round table near your dirty stew, order the Maui's Alley.
Oh, man, that's some good shit, man.
Or even if you go to BJ's, they have a thing called the Sweet Pig. That's
that's fucking good.
Holy shit. Special crust. But kind of piggybacking off this real quick.
Go ahead.
So there was something on Facebook that K-Mac's mom posted, and this is something I learned recently. Like, people put ketchup on their mac and cheese.
Yeah, little kids do that.
That is fucking sacrilege.
These are fucking adults doing this.
Yeah.
Time the fuck out.
Pitting Heinz fucking ketchup on mac and cheese.
Hold the fuck up.
Hold on, I understand what I just said about the pineapple shit, but this is an offense.
Let me make sure I understand you. Are you talking about that Kraft bullshit that people call mac and cheese? Or are you talking about mac and cheese?
I'm pretty sure it's Kraft.
It's probably just Kraft, but
okay, who cares about that bullshit? I don't, do whatever you want on that bullshit. But real mac and cheese, you do that, we will have a fucking fight.
Oh yeah, you put it on mama's mac and cheese, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fuck you up.
The table's getting flipped.
So
and we going in.
Let me just say. I was listening to one of our local radio stations, and the DJ's a white guy, and his wife got him into putting ketchup on his mac and cheese. And I mean, I gave shit about like fucking toasting your bread to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and fucking Kronos broke that trend for me. I was like, dude, that doesn't sound right. And he fucking made me one. I was like, holy shit, best thing ever. Like, this was back when we were kids.
You didn't toast it before?
No, I fucking...
Bruh, toasting changes everything.
Yeah, it changed the entire consistency of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Of course.
But with the mac and cheese, I tried it with ketchup, and it's actually pretty good.
Blue box?
No. This was gourmet. I got mac and cheese from Kinder, so they have like this like 3 cheese mac and cheese. And it was
It's from a box though.
No, it was like made.
Real.
I'm talking about real shit, like real mac and cheese.
When you say real, like you don't. Okay, real mac and cheese, you buy components.
They bought noodles and they had like 3 types of cheese. That they
you
mixed
went.
with
Okay,
it.
you went to a place and then.
Yes, so Kinder's is a barbecue place here in Newark.
I gotta kill you, bro.
Kronos busted out his knife quickly, and it's pointed at Blue. It just got real.
So all I gotta say is
he literally flipped it out. If you heard the clicking sound on the mic, that was a knife that was unsheathed.
So my defense, I just tried it just because they were talking about a radio. I was like, all right, because I've had other stuff and I'm like, that's fucking disgusting. But then I had it, I was like, okay, this is actually pretty good. But in a little bit of defense,
Oh my god.
you like lasagna, right?
Lasagna?
Yeah. Same fucking thing.
No.
So wait. So let me clarify a little bit. The difference between ketchup and tomato sauce is spices. That's it. I looked it up.
And
That's
sugar.
the only trick. Nope. There's sugar and tomato paste or tomato sauce.
Not as much as ketchup though.
It's
way
about the
more
same.
ketchup. No, it's not about the same.
Dude, I researched it and the recipe between the two. Like if you look up if you look up to see what's the difference between the two, the only thing that everybody says is that the spices are different things between paste and ketchup.
So hold on. Lasagna also has traditionally a whole lot of meat that changes the flavor.
But you don't have to make it with meat though.
And cheese.
I'm talking about the traditional lasagna. When you say lasagna, if it's meatless, you have to say, oh, this is a vegan version or this is a vegetarian version. Lasagna has meat that obviously changes the taste as well. It's not just noodles and cheese.
Oh yeah. But then there's different kinds of ways to make mac and cheese. So I would say don't knock it until you try it.
God damn.
And I was on your side too. Like I thought that's the grossest shit ever. I mean, I don't eat mac and cheese with ketchup all the fucking time. Like I tried it, it wasn't bad, but it was still good.
Tomato sauce for 1 cup has 16 grams of carbs, 10 grams of sugar. Ketchup has 63 grams of carbs, 52 grams of sugar, for a cup.
That's a difference.
It's way fucking more.
That's a difference, and you
But
can taste it.
I mean, yeah, I guess. The sites I went to said that there wasn't that much of a difference, but
That site was bullshit!
but I mean,
just like your bullshit taste buds talking about putting ketchup on fucking mac and cheese. What the fuck is wrong with you?
all I gotta say,
I was your best man.
hey, all I gotta say is you gotta try it before you knock it. That's all I gotta say. And I'm not saying like I'm fucking. So all I do is eat mac and cheese with ketchup on.
Do you like a guy fucking you in the ass?
Yeah.
I don't like.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Food loads. Food loads are free.
No, that's
They're
disgusting.
protein filled.
Hey, curiosity might have killed the cat,
Disgusting.
but satisfaction brought it back. So don't knock it until you try it.
Holy fucking fuck.
I mean, eventually there was a guy who was like, you know what? I'm thirsty. I'm gonna suck on this fucking cow's tit and drink some milk. So don't knock it. Daedrat.
But milk's gross. But anyway, Derek was asking, I believe you a question. But what about tomatoes and gumbo though?
Oh,
tomatoes belong in my gumbo. Taste it and you will know the truth. God damn it! Come on out here.
I think maybe he makes jambalaya. Is what he's talking. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang.
I like your gumbo. And I don't give a fuck.
As long as it's good.
There you go.
All right. So Jixer Jones asked, would you rather defend Donald Trump's antics or the flat Earth theory?
This is a good question.
Holy shit!
That is a fucked up question.
This is the first time we've heard from her, right?
No, it's not.
Jixer Jones.
Oh no, we've had her. Yeah.
Him. It's a dude.
Him. Sorry.
Yeah. Jixer is a motorcycle.
There you go.
So.
Damn,
Yeah.
I'm waffling back and forth on this one. What's
So
you guys
hold
got?
on. So our president Donald Trump has done exactly one right thing in my book, and that is he lowered my taxes. So I will defend his antics over Flat Earth Society because they are extremely fucking wrong, and it's very provable.
For me, I'm gonna defend flat earthers just because, like, I mean, they believe in some dumbass shit, but they're not fucking like hurting nobody. But like the shit that Donald Trump has like an effect on people, like, I mean, like people are coming out of the woodworks. But it's kind of not. I want to say I wouldn't say it's because of him, but like we've seen like a high trend of like racism shit happening, like this whole fucking like ban on certain countries, and I mean the tax part is pretty cool, and also how he kind of helped Cuba for a little bit. Not Cuba. Was it Cuba? What's
Wakanda?
No, Wakanda.
Don't say Puerto Rico because he didn't help them.
No, yeah, it was Puerto Rico because he threw
paper towels at him.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he released that embargo where like ships could go straight there to deliver goods, but that was like a 10-day thing.
But he also
didn't really work too well.
Hell of shit about him.
Yeah, and he didn't even know that they were part of America. So that's why I'm saying flat earthers. Like the shit that they're preaching doesn't make sense, but they're not hurting nobody.
Old Ninja, what you got?
Fuck.
But I'm getting more money though. Just fuck everybody else.
Fuck. Well, Blue has a point. So Trump has his potential finger on the trigger, or his mouth actually is more of a trigger, pissing off some country that could do some bullshit, either to us or like our embassies overseas. So I'm gonna probably go with flat earthers because I can always bullshit my way with them and be like, yeah, dude, totally, gravity doesn't exist, and like the moon isn't round and Mars isn't round either apparently, or spherical. So yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm changing my mind. Can I commit suicide? Is that an option? I can commit suicide.
Bust that knife out again.
That's an option, right?
So, you like Japanese?
Toss me in the ocean with my.
That's perfect.
Because you don't want to live with dumb people.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That is perfect. Sorry, I couldn't stop. I probably stepped on your joke. God damn it, that was perfect.
What do you say, Prodigy?
I guess I'll go with goddamn Trump. I guess.
Oh, what?
I mean, I can't stand anti-science bullshit. It fucking bothers me. Fuck Kyrie Irving. You know?
Oh fuck.
And the dream.
And fucking him too. And there's another guy too.
There's a couple people.
B.O.B.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shaq.
Yeah.
Like,
wait,
bro.
Shaq? What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's hard to know when people are trolling or real, but I don't care. Fuck them all.
Like you can't. It's not something you troll about.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just dumb.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't there like some flat earther who tried to like build like a rocket ship?
He did, and it didn't fly.
And it couldn't take off.
Yeah. I thought it blew up, but yeah, that sounds like great too.
Comic news. I think this is Kevin. Sends one out. I think this is directed directly at me. He says, "What can be done about Prodigy retweeting Pornhub before 7 a.m.?"
Very simple.
Kevin, you listen up right motherfucking now. I know you love fudas. I know you love long dick fudas, big titty fudas, busting fat loads. I'm not going to kink shame you. You can go ahead and favorite it if you want, but I am never going to stop.
So here.
He said it's making his wife uncomfortable.
Yeah. Oh, man. Kevin, I got a real simple solution. Unfollow. Yeah. That's all you got to do. If you need Prodigy updates, just ask at BTI or ask one of the other cast members just be like, hey, is Prodigy still alive? Be like, yeah, yes or no. It's
so wait. Maybe we're looking at this question wrong, because he says that, like, what can be done about Prodigy posting Pornhub things before 7 a.m.? Maybe he wants shit a little bit earlier. Maybe he needs to, like, start at 5 a.m. or some shit.
During RNH, I'll start posting.
He needs some food with his cereal.
Extra milk. Protein milky.
That's disgusting.
All right. Anything else before we because we didn't get into Santa Clara Diet returns later on, right?
Santa Clara
Diet.
Yeah, it comes out next month. I believe it's March 23rd. Could be wrong.
Yeah, and Jessica Jones is dropping in March too.
Yes.
Yeah, so early in March.
One big thing: Ash vs. Evil Dead Sunday comes back on.
Oh shit!
Walking Dead,
along with Walking Dead.
Dude, I haven't seen any like trailers or ads for either shows.
I have.
I saw one on Facebook.
Jones,
I've seen a few.
I've seen the Jessica Jones one, but I'm talking about like Walking Dead and
I've seen one.
I've seen
Ash vs. Evil Dead.
See, again, there's a huge featurette in front of Black Panther about Walking Dead when I saw it.
Nice.
So there was a huge thing about what we're supposed to expect. You know, this is the finish the fight side of it. So there's the hashtag finish the fight with The Walking Dead, and that's the new promotion that's been going on.
Like, I follow our girl Dana Lorenzo. I follow her on Instagram and Twitter, and she's been posting up some cool fucking shit. And I haven't seen she hasn't posted up like any kind of ad or information about Ash vs. Evil Dead returning. So I'm actually kind of surprised.
I've seen it on Hulu.
Yeah,
I've seen commercials.
I don't
real quick.
We'll advertise for them.
Oh yeah,
for sure. Real quick, did y'all see the Lost in Space trailer drop today?
I didn't see it.
I did, but I didn't watch it all the way through.
Okay. Yeah, so I
mean, there's not a whole lot. It's really just them, the cast, and spacesuits, really.
Okay.
But it comes out in April, like April 13th, I believe.
Oh, we got a little time.
I love how Netflix does that. They do things and they drop them real fucking soon or immediately.
Yep.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
what they did with Cloverfield.
Like, guess what? This weekend.
I know, right?
right after
this
game.
commercial.
Yeah. Guess what you can watch?
Yeah, it's all available now.
But one thing sorry. I started watching the first. I watched like maybe 30 minutes into the Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Fuck, why can't I pronounce that word? Yeah, the live action that's on Netflix right now. And so far, my impressions of it is, yeah, you can't make a live action out of that. I mean, like they kind of state like it's Japanese characters. Like this is the the movie that was actually filmed in Japan and it was released in Japan. Netflix got the right to it.
Japan, right? That's
it's an actual movie and. Like they have like the little details in there, like that one fat guy who eats everything.
Gluttony.
Yeah, Gluttony. That motherfucker's scary as fuck. Like they nailed those three villain guys. They nailed them really good. But like
Hercules.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah. They nailed them really good. But like there's other scenes that are like the CG. It wasn't the budget for this wasn't very high because like. You can see that, like, okay, this is CGI.
What's ironic to me, though, is the Elric brothers were obviously European. Like, they're ethnically European in the fucking anime. I know the anime is from Japan.
And they try to...
But they're white boys.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They try to touch, like, not touch on it, but, like, they try to make them look as far, like he has blonde hair and stuff like that. But it's, like, Eric has a ponytail.
Did they CGI his eyes, though?
For the...
Y'all think I'm racist as fuck, but I'm just saying they considered doing that.
I know.
For Ghost in the Shell for Scarlett Johansson. So go fuck yourself.
Was his eyes blue in the anime?
I thought they were.
Probably. Yeah.
Actually, I can't remember if his eyes are blue or not in the live action, but he has a fucking ponytail. Like in the anime, he has a fucking ponytail. It is obvious that shit's a fucking clip on. And it's so fucking badly done.
Oh, they're like yellow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's golden. Yeah, so. But it's I'm trying to watch it because I've seen some people say like it's actually pretty decent, and I did like the live action version, the Japanese live action version of Death Note.
Okay.
But I saw that before I saw the anime, so that's a different story. But
also, does this guy look?
Yeah, he doesn't.
Look Japanese to you?
No.
It's part of the story, him being white. Like,
yeah, it's like, especially when he goes like the other place, because it's like it goes back to Germany.
Yep. But it's like right after World War I, and
and like also his character, like in the anime, he's a child, but he's like in his 20s, and he's supposed to be like short. Like people constantly make fun of him about him being short, but he's like about the same. He's like maybe an inch or two shorter than everybody else, which is kind of a problem. But the animation, the CGI for for his brother, the one that's in the metal suit, it's actually pretty fucking dope.
Okay.
But it's kind of cheesy, but it's still pretty fucking dope.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let's round it up. Cronus, what you got populating?
Shout out to John Cardoso for giving me the interview during SF Beer Week opening gala. I don't think I gave him a shout out last time. That opening gala, like vlog, podcast, whatever, is out if y'all want to watch it. It's pretty cool. Had a great time during SF Beer Week, so thank you everybody that came out to hang out with me, and everybody that met me during SF Beer Week. That was pretty dope. Other than that, I think tomorrow I'm gonna go up Mission Peak with my daughter.
Nice.
That'd be pretty cool to toss in the backpack and just hike up that motherfucker.
Wait, what? You're throwing it in your backpack?
Yeah, I have a backpack, like a baby carrier.
Okay.
It's back. You've seen it, right?
Yeah, I've seen it, but you said you just said like I'm throwing my baby in the backpack.
Yeah, it's
like,
hike. I mean, usually when we go hike, we just go do Coyote Hills.
Yeah.
We hike around there, but this time I think because every time I go to Mission Peak, it's on like a Saturday or something like that.
It's
fucking packed. So hopefully tomorrow won't be too packed, and I'll see if I can get to the top.
Have you ever tried to go up from the
other side?
Yeah, from the other side by Ohlone College.
No, actually, there's three sides. There's Ohlone College. There's the main way that everybody goes up, and then if you do the main way, right when you start going up, if you go to the right, there's another way that basically goes straight fucking up.
Yeah.
So it's a quicker sort of route, but it's more difficult. But no, I've only taken the main route.
Make sure she's warm.
But yeah, I am. 'Cause it's gonna be cold tomorrow. But yeah, I haven't been at Mission Peak since I was obviously fatter. So hopefully it won't be too much of a difference because she weighs probably about 30 pounds right now, and I'm 30 pounds lighter since the last time I went up there. So hopefully it won't be that big of a deal. And I don't fucking die.
Definitely check the weather because there might be snow up there.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah. If it's not, it probably won't be snow, but it's gonna be like icy up there just because it's.
Yeah, if it's too cold, I won't go up there.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could survive. Actually, you know what? This is one thing that nobody talks about. Well, at least for me, after I lost a bunch of weight, I never, ever, fucking ever had a problem with the cold until I got to like into the 170s.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, I get so fucking cold now. I mean, don't get me wrong. For like normal weather, like I can walk around, but if I have to like work out or some shit, this is why I got hypothermia. When I was at
Spartan Race?
Yeah, Spartan Beast, I didn't understand that I could get that cold, and body fat goes a long fucking way.
Yeah, with the walruses.
Yeah,
walruses stay warm.
Yeah, no, I have to fucking like when I went to the city, you know, this week, or last week, it was cold.
Yeah, it was fucking cold.
I had to wear layers.
Woo, boy.
I'm not used to wearing fucking layers.
It was fucking cold.
It's funny because I have the opposite story because I used to be like skinny, so I'm used to always being cold, but now it's like I can't sleep without the fucking fan being on. Like I get so fucking even the sweetness call me her own fucking personal heater because I get so fucking hot. But I'm only like 170, so but I went from like. When I got with her, I only weigh like 140, so I put on that much weight since I've been with her.
I mean, I still generate a lot of heat, but like if I'm out in like outside, and it's cold, I'm just like, this is uncomfortable cold.
Oh yeah,
you know. But I was like a Marine, cold didn't bother me fucking at all. But anyway, maybe I'm just becoming a weak old bitch, but it is what it is. Go ahead.
Blue, what you got?
So last week I had talked about how I did a photo shoot at a baby shower, and it was actually a lot of fun. So shout out to my boy Ish and his wife Mary, I believe her name is. Yeah, I think it's her name. It was really cool.
Damn.
No, I can't remember her name, but I had a really good time. But the crazy thing about it all is that it was a Latin family, and there was no fucking drinking. And I was surprised like a motherfucker. But we still had a lot of extra fun. Like their family was really nice to me. They opened up their house to let me take pictures and stuff like that, and they offered me food. So that was a lot of fun. I got some really good I got some really good shots. And it's funny because like he's a photographer too, and every time I went to take a picture of her, she kind of knew where the camera was and would like turn at the right time to smile. So like I rarely got any like bad pictures of her not looking at the camera. But that was a lot of fun. This weekend, I talked about it last week on the podcast. I bought a new bike. I bought a giant carbon fiber TCR, and I got it from this place called bicyclebluebook.com, and they have really good prices on used bikes. Like a bike that's like a year or more old, you can get for like half off, if not more. The original price for the bike I bought was $3,000, and I got it for $740.
Nice.
Like that's how much of a good discount they do. They have new bikes all the time, so the bikes are always rotating. So if you go there, they don't have a bike you like, go back, they'll probably have it like a week later. So definitely keep doing that. Also check out their websites because their website has the most current price for the bike than their actual location does, and their location is in San Jose. If you go to the location in San Jose and you see the price is different than what you see online, they'll match online price.
What's it called again?
It's called bicyclebluebook.com, and they have like there was another bike I was gonna get, and it was gonna be $500. Regular price is $1,600. Our original price was $1,600, but it was it was for $500. But the online price had it listed at $350, so I could have got that bike for $350. But instead, I went for the other bike for $740.
I give you $350.
But like they have all kind of bikes. They have bikes for women. They have road bikes, mountain bikes, hybrid bikes, which is a blend between the road bikes and the mountain bikes. They have
unicycles.
Bikes for kids. They have fucking unicycles.
All right.
They don't have the one thing they don't have is a trike.
Hold on. Do they have the bike with a dildo in the seat?
Oh,
Just asking for a friend.
No, but I think you have to go on Amazon to buy that accessory kit.
If y'all haven't seen those porns before, quite hilarious.
Those
Just
are
saying,
great. Those are great.
Don't kink shame up your life. See some hilarious videos especially from Japan.
Oh yeah,
with that shit.
Well, it's fucking crazy when they have like the motor, so it actually goes like up and down with the fucking paddling.
It's fucking.
And shit.
It's fucking somebody.
But Saturday last week I tried to do a bike ride where I was gonna ride from Pleasanton to Milpitas and cut through Calaveras. But actually Calaveras is closed because they have had like mudslides and road erosion and stuff like that. So we have to go through Niles Canyon, which is fucking scary as fuck because there's no room for bikes and people don't give a fuck. They're just zooming by anyway.
Who did you go with?
With Ben.
Okay,
the guy from Bachelor Party. Yeah. So we're gonna do another ride this Saturday, and then we're having like a game night with the wives and stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that. I'm gonna try to finish watching Full Metal Alchemist. Why can I not pronounce that? Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. I'm gonna try to finish watching that. And there's something else on my radar that I've been watching, but I can't think of it right now.
No. When it comes back to you.
Yeah.
Old Ninja, what you got?
Oh, I'm watching Black Panther again.
There you go.
Oh, let's see. I went to a rave on Saturday.
Oh, Ninja, you are too fucking old to go to a goddamn.
I can grown, do what I want. Wakanda forever.
That's like me going to Jamboree and having fun.
Oh well, I had fun.
I was going to Chuck E. Cheese. They let me.
This weekend I'm going to an engagement party at Santana Row, so I'm looking forward to that. They opened up an Ike's there.
Oh shit!
So last Friday, I guess, was opening day with Beast Mode.
Where?
Nice.
Oh, yes.
At the Santana Row Ike's.
Dude, when are they gonna make the one in Newark?
I don't know what's going on with that. They're behind schedule or whatnot, so we'll see. Yeah, the games party Saturday. Probably going to be twitching more. We're trying to do more Twitch streams. We've been a little bit slacking, but
let's get on tomorrow, me and you.
We'll try. I'll see what's going on with tomorrow. I might be with some family tomorrow, and then if not, we'll be on some Battlefield 1. Just go ahead and check out our Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/BThenBTI. Other than that, just chilling. Oh, I'm gonna probably start watching season 2 of Travelers, and then Asterisk Evil Dead I need to catch up on.
There you go. Real quick, hold on, my phone. Real quick. So I'm going to get with Stitch, and we're going to put out a Better Than MJ and Kobe probably by next week. Derek, I know, was asking in the chat. I've mentioned this before on fucking Crunchyroll. Check out Darling in the Franxx. It's by the same folks that made Kill la Kill, Mechs, Waifus, and it's a really fucking great story. Great battle scenes. I'm loving that one. And I also like on Netflix Kakaguri, which is all about fucking girls that come literally from gambling. I shit you not. It's fucking lit. It's on Netflix.
It's up there with Food Wars?
It's up there with Food Wars. Only playing poker will make these girls fucking nut in their fucking panties. It's great. I love it.
Well, I got excited because
you just let out a groan.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The thing I remember is that fucking Gotham is coming back, but it will be back March 1st, so it'll be after next week's podcast. But the shit that's gonna be fucking going on with that show is this. I would say this is gonna make Gotham the best superhero TV show of all fucking time.
All right, check us on out.
All right, check us out on Twitter at BThanBTI. That's at BTHANBTI. Check us out on SoundCloud, Player FM, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts. Rate us 5 stars. Leave a comment.
We'll read the comments. Goddammit, rate us.
Rate us. Cuss us out. Whatever. Check out our official website. It's binheadproductions.com/BThanBTI. Check us out on Facebook. There's some exclusive content on there. It's facebook.com/BThanBTI. Check out on Amazon. We have an app on there. You can go ahead and check us out on there. what am I missing? Twitch TV/BTI. Look for some streams from us. Hopefully in the next couple days.
Daniel and Gian, I know y'all USC folks. You got shitty fucking taste in movies.
Yeah.
I said it.
Damn. Just remember, when they ask who you are, remember to tell them.
Wait, what? Wakanda for life.
Wakanda forever.